Gotta rank 'em all, Pokémon.
Welcome to Spelunkers, a place for exploring video games and nerd culture. I'm Ryan, and this is Gotta Rank 'em All, the Pokemon ranking show, where Chris...
That's me. Ryan and Michael were invisible for a second there. You can just ignore that.
Oh.
We're here, everybody. We promise.
That's Hisui and Michael.
Hisui.
Yeah, Hisui.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, good to know. What's your different type?
Yeah, because we were invisible. Well, it's because it's a play on one of the Pokemon we'll be talking about today.
We should just restart this whole intro.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that. I said Hisuian wrong, but okay.
No, we're gonna keep it.
I'm surprised your voice. You have such a great podcast voice, and you say that with the exact same cadence. Maybe I misremembered, but I just thought that was a pre-recorded intro at some level. You nail it so consistently.
Yeah, fresh every... Well, and then this happens. You know the spiel. We get a bunch of Pokemon. We put them in a list. We decide which ones are great and which ones aren't. We've got a lovely returning guest this week, Michael.
Hello.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to be here. I'm still this is just like an idea I wish I came up with. I think this is a great doing. It's a great academic venture, and you should be recognized for your bravery.
I can't wait until you try to fix the list after the fact. Once we've finally finished and it's fully published and all done, I can't wait for everyone else to take this list and be like, this is what's great and this is what's terrible about the decisions made.
I think the Geneva Conventions will be referenced. There are some war crimes that will have to be called out. Glalie is not that bad. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at some of these. Dottler, one of the greatest designs in the history of the franchise at 790. Dottler? Come on, guys. And Voltorb has only lowered in the overall positioning of the list since the last time I was on, when I specifically tried to throw a few below Voltorb because it's so great. Oh my gosh.
There have been a couple instances where something will be hovering around that Voltorb range and be like, you know what, put it below Voltorb. Michael Moran likes that. It's fine.
Yeah, I appreciate. I really do appreciate that he's in your conscious as you're making these decisions. Ariados, Jumpluff at 731. I'll yield my soapbox. Actually, I'm just trying to bring a voice to these voiceless Pokemon. Everybody's somebody's favorite, and Dunsparce and Stunfisk, they did you dirty.
I would say keep the soapbox ready for some later picks and decisions.
Sure,
will be made.
You gave me a foothold, and I took it with every ounce I could.
I'm fine with it. But let's do a little list refresh before we get down and dirty with the ranks tonight. At top of the board, we've got Greninja, Lugia, and Decidueye at 1, 2, and 3. Way down at the bottom, Jinx at 853, Gumshoes 852, and Yungoos 851. Middle of that is about 426, which is Gigantamax Eevee. 427 is Gigantamax Centiskorch. 428 is Rhyhorn. Quilladin 420. Nice. But,
nice.
A little bit above that average mark.
Yeah.
And our number 100 bouncer this episode is Gigantamax Blastoise.
That's a good bouncer.
It's a great bouncer.
It's a big bouncer.
It's that also. Yeah.
Good luck getting into that club.
Yeah. Tickets only. Our first contestant is Mega Salamence.
That was him zooming into the spotlight.
Yeah, this is a cool Mega, I think. I'm a little torn on, does he have arms? Are they just folded in? They fold out there? I can kind of barely see them, I think.
You can see a claw, so I think it's folded in.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I like this a lot.
And
for aerodynamic's sake.
Yeah, I've gone on the record. There are few Megas, there's two that I like more than the original, and I just tend to think they lean into being over-designed. but I think this one is really cool. I still probably like Salamence more, but before we got Dragapult or anything, the idea of a stealth bomber Pokemon was sweet. And I have a TCG playmat that came with Mega Salamence. And I remember him being in the VGC meta for like double battles for a while.
Dope. Yeah, I mean, it's a great design. I love the swept forward wing design. It's very cool.
And his face is cooler. Like, it's not over designed. It makes me feel like original Salamence had a lame under designed face.
Yeah, they didn't put like 100 spikes on there like Mega Sharpedo.
Yeah, same amount of spikes, but made him cool. Yeah, you hate Mega Sharpedo.
Oh, really?
But somehow we've got Mega Lucario and Garchomp up there above Gengar. All right, there we go. I'm focused.
But yeah, I do think I agree with you. Maybe it's mostly nostalgia, but I do like original Salamence more, who we did have already ranked at 173.
Which I think that is a respectful spot for him. I think that I could go below that.
Yeah, I do think the original is a better design overall, but not a terrible Mega, so this will stay up there somewhere.
Yeah, I try to think holistically. I'm the Paula Abdul. I like or love probably like 80% of Pokemon, so I need to think, yeah, this is a freaking cool dragon you just put in front of me, but I probably don't have it in my top 25% of Pokemon. Probably top 50%, that is. What about you guys?
Probably about the same. I would probably closer to 25% than 50%.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I would probably put it around the top 25% area, which, how many do we have right now? 800?
850?
Yeah. So I'd say like in the top 200, maybe just below top 200 for me.
Now I'm playing the game where I find one that I think is egregious and try to bump it up one.
What happened to, what was the one you went hard for last time? The tree? What's his name?
Oh, Trevenant. Yeah, I know people are casually like have been, certainly better than Trevenant, and it's like been falling down the ranks. That was just my favorite of the 20 you gave me last time, and I know you think Sudowoodo is a cooler tree, and I'm also a big Gen 2 guy. I like Sudowoodo, but I've got Trevenant higher.
Okay. Yeah, Trevenant's still at 137. He hasn't fallen. He hasn't fallen that hard.
I'm happy. Yeah, certainly below that.
Yeah.
I like Nidoking more than this.
I think that's fair. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, I like both Latios and Latias. Who I think, Chris, you liked Latias a lot last time. I feel like, and you like Jirachi. Are those both cooler than Salamence?
I love Jirachi, yeah, and I like Latias and Latios. I think they're very similar kind of designs too. They're like jets, but without the weird like moon design, which I do like the moon design, but I think I like the like simplicity of Latios and Latias a little more.
Yeah, I guess it's a cool like superhero silhouette we got going with Mega Salamence. Like I'm sure there are shots in the anime of its shadow from above being cast on the ground that probably look pretty cool. But I still like the cute Latias Jirachi combo more.
I think I'd like to stay above Jangmo at 239.
Yeah. Oh, I love Beedrill and Sylveon, so that's I'm down to. I just have to look at the positives. I'm helping those guys I love and not hurting the Pidgeotos below.
Okay, we got to talk about it first thing here then. Santa Claus. You guys pro or anti Santa Claus here?
Oh, I'm so pro Delibird. I also love Chestnut though. Oh no, I love Chespin. Sorry, I love Chespin. I don't love Chestnut.
Oh yeah, you don't like Chestnut? I like Chestnut. I think I might like it more than Chestnut, but
okay. I don't dislike Chestnut. I just love Chespin. So I could go. We're a Gen 2 family here, right? I would go below Delibird, but it's not my podcast.
I'm happy with that.
Ryan, do you not like Delibird? Is that
I think Delibird's a little high for where. Yeah, I don't hate Delibird. All right.
I guess I scrolled by a bunch of Pokemon I like. I need to remember to think holistically, because if I try to find the right place relative to the other names on this list, I won't survive. I need to think. This is a scale of 1 to 900. Where does Mega Salamence go? Honestly, yeah, 238 is pretty pretty good for me. I could even go lower, but that's sounds great.
Yeah,
Keeping
that feels
Delibird up
about
there.
right.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. That was to the Pokemon, not you, which I guess is probably equally degrading.
All right. Well, Mega Salamence 238. Great job. I'm pretty sure the flight path is already ready for your trip out of here. And next up, we've got Hisuian Zoroark.
I freaking love this Pokemon. This was one that I saw the first time I saw it. It was like instantly, okay, that's one of my favorite Pokemon now.
Oh yeah, love at first sight or love at first amazing typing?
Both.
Although, do you like the normal ghost? I feel like it's going to be amazing competitively, but I don't like the idea of that typing.
Yeah, it's so unique because usually when you add anything, when you add normal to anything, it's just like, that's bad. You just added a fighting type weakness for no real reason. You get no real advantage out of it. But with Ghost, it's amazing, obviously, because you're getting rid of the Ghost like weakness, and it's not weak to fighting because it's a Ghost type.
Yeah, we double immunity, and I don't know that I'm sure. Plus, I assume this still has the illusion. What's the name of? Is that the name of the ability? Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Well,
that's just such a fun thing to use in battle.
There are no abilities in.
I'm just thinking like forward for when this next generation comes out. I assume we'll actually get a video game version, a traditional video game version of this Zoroark. And if it has illusion and that typing, that sounds like a lot of fun because you have more things that you can disguise yourself as that you'll be immune to the, targeted super effective move. Just with that ghost and normal type being immune to ghost and normal type relatively and fighting
things. Yeah.
Yeah, the typing is very cool. I also just think it's a really cool Pokemon. It feels like a Pokemon that is brimming with more power than it can contain, and it's just like exploding out of it, which is very cool.
Okay. I guess I pictured it more of like he went to like a blowout bar, like a makeover, like just kind of let his hair down almost, put some mousse in there. It's like I guess it's white as opposed to the black Zoroark, but it feels more emo.
I love that hair, but the not being able to contain its own power in the Pokedex entry, with its disheveled white fur, it looks like an embodiment of death. Heedless of its own safety, Zoroark attacks its nemesis with a bitter energy so intense it lacerates Zoroark's own body.
Okay, you've made it grow on me so much. So many great verbs and lacerate, great adjectives with disheveled and embodying death. You've got me there. I love things that are metal. I remember you talking about how you liked this more than Zoroark last time, which I'm the complete opposite. I love Zoroark so much. So I'm happy that he made I feel like he was top 30 or something.
Yeah, he's number 13.
13. Okay. So yeah, I'll let you guys have your fun with this one. He probably would be like middle of the pack for me just because I've had less time with him. But just remember that I let you have some fun later when I talk about something that you might not like.
This is some interesting bartering we have going.
I'm just trying to play the game. I've been here. Genuinely, though, that description was awesome. This sounds great. I think the other Zoroark looks a lot cooler, and I've had more time with him.
It's fair.
So where do you go, Ryan?
9.
Okay. I'm into it. I would have anything you said. I would have went for it.
Okay. I love Mega Rayquaza, and I think Mega Garchomp is worse than Glalie. If I had one input would be to keep a Rayquaza in the top 10. Again, you can outvote me. Your passion outweighs mine.
I mean, I wouldn't be upset about going below Mega Rayquaza.
I also would not be upset. 9 is just like, I wouldn't put it above Cyndaquil. That's why I said 9.
Okay. But also, I don't want you to be polite. I want you to, again, we're a Gen 2 family, guys. I've been on the podcast before. You can be your true self and tell me if that offends you.
It's also about the science. We can't let our own personal feelings affect the science of ranking these Pokemon.
Okay. Well, I mean, just historically, I feel like regular Zoroark is a lot more traveled and has maybe earned his rung in this top of the ladder more than this new one. But that's just me trying to take a more scientific, holistic worldview of the things in front of us.
Understandable. Yeah, I mean, I can accept 11. Honestly, I wouldn't have argued with you, Ryan, if you had said number 1. That's how much I love this Pokemon.
Oh, what? Really? Okay, you gotta, put him at least at 11. That's fine. That's wait, but number 1, you know who the best Pokemon is, Chris.
I do know who it is, but I know Ryan would not have been as mad about this one being number 1.
Oh, god.
We'll get into it later, though.
Okay.
Man, I don't think I could put this above Lugia at all.
Yeah. Also, I mean, so first of all, you should start every episode reading the top 7 so we can get to Shuckle and your Galvantula. But I do miss the short-lived spree where Shuckle was in the top 3. But I can't complain. Greninja and Decidueye are both in my top 25, and like Lugia and Mewtwo are 2 of my favorite Pokemon. Again, Silver is my favorite game. I have 4 copies of it, so I love like the few that you decided to. Because I don't know, I feel like that's not a unanimous decision. Those 4, I guess we have 1 OG legendary, but if you ask somebody, the odds are I feel like they wouldn't name Lugia as top 4 Pokemon. So I'm really happy with the things that have unseated Shuckle for the most part. Still don't love Mega Charizard X as much as those other ones though. I'll lean back now. But you're doing great jobs. Decidueye is so cool.
Decidueye's great. Sui and Decidueye. We'll see. We'll see whenever that happens.
I love the hat, but it's not as cool as, I mean, the samurai hat is cool. It's not as cool as the hood. IMO.
Yeah.
With you. All right, Hisuian Zoroark, number 11. Fantastic job. I mean, that high is just always a great job. Great Pokemon. Love you. Next up, we've got, sure to be as impactful to this list, Caracosta.
Number 1. Let's go.
Everybody loves dogs, right?
Yeah. Wait. Caracosta's not a dog.
It's an Elden Ring
Mike,
joke.
You not played Elden Ring?
Oh no, I have not. Is there like, hold on, let me guess. Let me just take a wild leap at what the inside joke is. Is it like a great ape situation where there's a turtle boss that you kill and a dog comes out of it and eats you?
No.
I wish.
There's a bunch of turtles in the game for various reasons, and near all of them are signs on the ground that just says, "Look, dog nearby." Just
what?
Could
really?
this be dog? Is this dog just dog for all of them?
Interesting. It's like that meme, is this a butterfly? But
yes.
Is this... Okay, they've probably done that on the Elden Ring subreddit. All right.
So yeah, this is a turtle. I don't know.
Don't say just. My least favorite thing is when you say just. This is a turtle. There's nothing wrong with being a turtle. This is a pretty cool turtle as far as turtles go, right?
It's a proto-turtle.
Proto-turtle. Elaborate.
Yes, I don't know exactly.
Okay.
The Pokemon category calls it a proto-turtle.
Is this a fossil Pokemon?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I forget what the fossil's called though, but it evolves from, it's not actually Tortuga, but it's basically the Spanish word for
Tortuga.
Oh yeah, it's got an I instead of a...
Yeah. And it's from the cover fossil.
Okay.
Apparently. According to Bulbapedia, anyway.
And this is water and rock?
Yes.
Yep. One of those sturdy boys.
Yeah, he seems fine. Yeah. I feel like I probably would have used one if I was like doing competitive stuff at that point. I don't know how good he is competitive. I just like tanky Pokemon. I like making my battles take 4 hours.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Sandstorm, Steel Teams. Let's go. I like the face. I like the vampire teeth coming under the eye. But to get to the point, you know, I don't hate him, but he might not be in my top 50%.
Yeah, he just feels like an okay Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, he's a cool looking turtle. No hate. No shame.
He's no turtle pope. But He's good enough.
More Elden Ring. Yeah.
What other? I mean, we don't got to talk about Shuckle. He's nowhere near there. What other turtles are on this list?
Shuckle, I would barely consider a turtle, but I'm
Yeah,
trying to think the other. I mean, certainly nowhere near any of the Squirtle line for me. But
yeah,
nope. What about other fossils? That's what I'm thinking. Like we've got
that's fair.
Archeops, the bird boy at 518.
Because this is the Gen 5 with Archeops, right? Or am I misremembering?
Yeah, this is Gen 5. Yep.
What number did you say he was at?
518.
Okay. I like Archeops more than this guy.
Okay.
Archeops had a meta-defining trading card that prevented any of your opponent's Pokemon from evolving. And so it was like a cheese deck. You try to get it out turn 1, and then your opponent can never really play the game.
Jeez.
I would hate playing against that. It's so frustrating. Oh, goodness.
Oh, Mienfu's cool. I think, Mienfu's really cool. I like it. Or is that the first one? I like Mienshu. Which...
Yeah, what's the other one? I feel like the evolution is higher, but yeah, I can't remember its name. I think Mienfu's the first one. Yeah, that's the Mienshao.
I like Mienshao a lot. Yeah, okay, Mienfu, this is cool. Yeah.
I mean, we could just be a little too high.
I like wheezing and coughing certainly more than this. I love wheezing. We've got a knockoff wheezing coming up, but I could go. Is that against the best practice to spoil what we're talking about?
Oh, no, it's fine. We've got Arkin. That's the unevolved Archeops, right? Right below coughing and wheezing.
Yep.
Oh, yep. I could go in between those two.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh, a new Cutie Fly.
Cutie Fly.
I know you did. Cutie Fly. Great. Just gotta give them their due, their shout out.
Yeah, of course. We've got a little bit of trivia. Oh, let's see if anyone knows. Caracosta in its pre-evolved form are the only blank Pokemon to have rock as their secondary type instead of their primary type.
Fossil.
Yes. Yeah. Only fossil Pokemon. So that's interesting that they're water first.
That's interesting. I guess I've never really ever thought of a distinction between primary and secondary type.
I was just about to ask, is there any effect of that? Does that dictate anything? Which one is first or second?
I don't, not that I'm aware of.
Yeah. It's like, it'd be funny if the stab was like 0.01% more if for your primary. I don't know.
Yeah. And Caracosta may be a combination of carapace and costa, Latin, Spanish, Portuguese for coast. May also allude to the Carrara fossil formation, which contains numerous trilobite fossils.
It is kind of goofy that he stands. I know people hate bipedal Pokemon, but I like this guy. I just never spent time, never formed a bond. No shade of the design.
No.
They were trying.
Yeah. It also, at the same time, feels like a less cool Blastoise standing on 2-leg blue turtle. With
certainly
no guns on it.
No guns. That's I mean, come on.
Look at those guns he's got right there, man.
Sure that's got to be the last step in their Pokemon design development life cycle. Is there's a checkbox like guns, yes or no? They should check yes more often. It would just make cooler design.
All right. Well, Caracosta 536. Great job. Thank you for showing us what Pokemon demilitarization looks like. Next up, we've got Zarude.
Okay.
The rogue monkey
Rogue monkey, and sometimes the old monkey.
Yeah, this was an event only Pokemon, right? For Sun Moon, is that right? Or was it for Shield Sword?
It's Shield and Sword, right?
Was revealed on Pokemon Day 2020. Where's event for Sword and Shield? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's interesting that the alternate form of this is just called Dada Zarude.
Is that the like handkerchief?
Yeah, I got like a pink handkerchief.
It's a scarf.
I don't even have that picture.
I feel like I remember a conversation that one of you once had about a different monkey, and you said you liked this guy more than that monkey, and I felt the opposite. But are you guys positive on this guy generally?
I think he looks kind of cool, but I have no like feelings about him because he was an event Pokemon. Event Pokemon just generally, it's like I don't know, they can look cool, I guess, but
Oh yeah, I remember you said the same thing about Marshadow, who is awesome. He's just like a cute little like kung fu ghost. Like what is not what's everything I ever wanted and never knew it could exist in one package. He's adorable. He has a great alternative art like secret rare card where it's a Machamp and Marshadow tag team, and he's sitting on Machamp's crossed arms, crossing his own arms, and it's so cute. Okay, so Zarude, I think I like him less. I'm a monkey man. I love all the monkeys. That's my spirit animal, and I feel like I like most of the other ones more. Like I like Passimian and Infernape and even Oranguru, who I know you guys did not favor more than this.
Oh no, yeah, we ranked Oranguru quite low. Do you like him more than the monkeys, the water, fire, grass monkeys?
Oh, the Simmies?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like inherently, just because this Pokemon chose to look cool, it might be better than those three. Like I don't know you very well, Zarude, but just on your look, I don't know, maybe this is how like popular kids succeed in high school. They just are, people yield to their intimidating appearance, their physical fitness. Yeah.
How does it make you feel, Michael, that only one of those Pan and Simi Pokemon is below Oranguru?
Oh no, that's a travesty. Okay, so let's just, that's gonna throw up the whole conversation. Let's talk about athletic monkeys. Not to shame you. I mean, orangutans are certainly strong, but let's talk about like this is more in the type of Passimian, the Simmies and Infernape. Those guys. I feel like where are the Simi Sage Panseer?
Low 740s or something it was.
Okay, yeah, and I wouldn't have stopped you if you guys were like, "Oh, this is my favorite pseudo legendary Digimon, and he's strong." I wouldn't have stopped you from going higher. But if you have no attachments, I can definitely throw this guy down in the 7s or 8s.
It is just a cool design. We event Pokemon are just unfortunately difficult to get your hands on, so they're hard to make memories with.
Yeah, it's a moving scale though, because you guys are certainly never going to stop doing this podcast, right? So in 20 years, maybe Zarude, you'll have grown to love him and you'll bump him up the list, right? That's happening.
Could be.
Sure, yeah. Okay. As soon as we finish ranking them all, we're just gonna start at the top and do 20 every week and move them.
Yeah, you just get. Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care if he goes down that low, honestly. I was also looking at like Monferno, the mid evolution of Infernape is more around the mid of the list. I think it was 380, 384. I think I like this more than Monferno, but that feels really high for this guy.
Yeah, that feels high for Monferno, and I like Monferno more than this guy. Like the group. Oh, did you say you liked Rillaboom less than this guy? Maybe that's what I'm remembering. But I think Rillaboom's way cooler.
Yeah, I like Rillaboom a lot more.
I just don't really like the Gen 8 starters.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know.
I think they were all pretty hard misses for me.
I think Inteleon's cool, but I know how you feel. I mean, no reason at all. Something about this guy strikes me as 788.
No reason at all.
Just like I look at his face and I feel like he's like got 788 eyes staring back at me.
Okay. I see it. I see the 788 in his eyes, actually. I'm okay with that.
Marshadow and below Voltorb.
Yeah, it's one below Voltorb. That's fine.
Yeah, you know what? That's fine. This is a cool design, but yeah, without any kind of attachment to it, I don't know how good this Pokemon is to use. Dark Grass is also, that's super weak to bug, right? Yeah. And what a type to be weak to.
I think it's cool typing. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think how many dark like I like Shiftry a lot. But yeah, big bug weakness. and I've never used you in battle.
Yeah.
Chris, does that offend you? I would have let you guys go top half if you like this guy, but since nobody jumped on it, I was looking out for my boy Voltorb.
I mean, I think this is a pretty cool design, and I would be happy to have it higher, but again, I just don't have any attachment to it, and I don't think I ever will outside of that's a cool looking monkey.
Okay, I just don't want to waste all my Chris favor where it doesn't matter. But I'm going to be honest, Voltorb, you matter. This podcast has interrogated my soul more than I would have liked. Like, I'll be listening in the car, and the anguish I feel for these overlooked, marginalized Pokemon, I wonder if I feel a similar, much more justified anguish for like oppressed and marginalized human beings in like the real world. So I'm like, but yeah, what does it say about me that when I hear the casual mentions, you know, which we've hung a lantern that this is fun science and there's no right way to do this, but it still makes my heart beat for this little Pokeball with eyes who got thrown to the bottom. Okay, but real talk, how many monkeys do we have? They've done There's cool edgelord monkey. How many Voltorbs? Voltorb's way more unique, way more awesome. You know, it's okay.
I mean, at least 2.
Yeah, but one was upside down. And the eyes were different. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, a monkey. You give a kid a crayon, eventually he'll draw a monkey. He'll never draw a Voltorb. That's okay. It's Voltorb is just a circle. Yeah, I got my head
start with a Voltorb.
It's a more interesting idea. I know it's a simpler shape, more interesting.
All right, Zarude, a new 788. Man, you know, they always say if you feel nothing, that's the worst. And look what it gets you. Next up, we've got Ice Cube, which...
Yeah, I'm wondering what you guys think of this guy.
It's very stupid in a way that I like a lot, though.
See, I love a good weirdo. I agree. The same thing. He's stupid, but
very with this Pokemon.
Let's go, Ice Cube gang. Yeah. I mean, I'm Blockhead. If the Blockhead form didn't exist, I don't know what the real name is. That would be a game changer. But he's the right kind of weirdo for me.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'll go.
It's Ice Face or no Ice Face.
Yeah, it's like it's no space. Yeah, it's like noise.
So it looks like noise space. That's right.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean, I say probably top half, just off of being unique and weird.
Yeah, okay, that feels more appropriate. I thought you might be going a lot higher based on that reaction. Like, just being honest, the nostalgia and time spent is affecting my opinion, and so I would throw him top half because he's a new fun weirdo that I like, but hard to go like top 25%.
Yeah, I feel that. This is like a Pokemon that doesn't evolve, right? It's a
Correct.
Single form.
Yeah,
I think that's probably the only reason why I've never used one, because I just don't use those generally. But if it was an evolution or it had an evolution, I would probably use it. Because I do like
he's like the Delibird of this generation.
Yeah, I immediately jumped to Delibird, and I like Delibird more, probably mostly off nostalgia.
Oh yeah,
and I think that's too high
like
anyway.
Delibird way more. But this would be a great Halloween costume.
Yes, would be a great Halloween costume. So I want to stay above Quilladin at 422. So we got to get him at the average middle. He's been a little bit high. We got.
Oh, but I isn't it cool that he's at 420 exactly?
No, he's at 422 now.
No,
we put
Oh yeah, but I was saying, wouldn't that be a good target to keep him at the 420? Blaze it. No, yeah, get him back to the middle. That's fine.
We want who's either Weedle at 420 or Oddish.
Oddish is good. I really love Oddish. I feel like that Oddish and Gloom have both been kind of dragged along with many others. But
I'm gonna give you a very easy spot to go below Michael. We have Dragapult at 399.
Oh yeah. Oh, you like Esper? I like Esper more than this, certainly.
I love Esper.
And honestly, what is this page like? Page 10. It's gonna be real hard for us to touch page 10, and me not want to go below Pidgeotto, because Pidgeotto is, I think, like I have it as my 10th favorite Pokemon. I know it's just a bird, and the fat bird is hotter or whatever. Pidgeotto was a badass. It was like when Ash's first evolution. He was pretty punk rock. We got to see him. Okay. Yeah, I like him less than Pidgeotto, certainly.
If we're going below Pidgeotto, I want below Golbat.
Oh yeah, because I like him less. I like him less than Breloom. Let's just keep on going.
Let's just keep on
Blossom. Oh, Blossom rules. Do you guys like Blossom?
I like the Blossom variant.
Blossom and Marshadow would make an adorable couple.
Shipping all these Pokemon, Michael.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are bedroom eyes gang. Shipping feels much more appropriate.
To be fair to Chris, that's mostly me.
Shipping them with other Pokemon rather than a human. Where is Gardevoir on this list?
High.
It doesn't matter. Okay.
Okay, so
yeah,
I'm okay going below Blossom. So then we're going down to page 11 at that point, I feel like, unless we're going above Nidoqueen, but probably not. I definitely stay above like Furret, Skitty, Slackoth. I think this is more interesting than any of those.
Oh, I could do that.
So Gourgeist.
I like Pumpkaboo. Oh wait, Pumpkaboo is actually high, isn't it? I like that more than Gourgeist. Did I make that up? That you guys respected him? But, yeah, I could go above Gourgeist. I could go Ice Cube.
I see Pumpkaboo at 455.
Oh
yeah,
bummer. Bummer. But I could go above Gourgeist if you want.
I like that.
What is the actual middle of the list you said? Above Quilladin?
Well, right now, it's a little below Quilladin. Is the straight middle.
Okay.
Odd number.
Because putting this guy in the straight middle feels right to me.
428 is roughly the middle, right?
So yeah, just a little below middle. That's fine.
If you guys would rather have him above Blossom, that's fine with me. I'm doing the thing where I see one that I love. Like, we got to find a page that has no Michael top cuts, top hits, and then you can put it wherever you want. I need to zoom out.
All right, Ice Q, a new 437. Thank you, great job. Please stop melting all over my floor. Next up, we've got Hypno.
Now, before we say anything, there's a very important note on the list here that he can't be anywhere near Kamala.
Oh, right. You like the koala more than the creepy man.
Do you remember the lore, Ryan? There was something about Hypno like eats Kamala.
Oh, he likes. Oh yeah, I think I remember it. I think it was he likes to hunt them more than kids, like humans.
More than humans, yeah. Yeah,
which is a lot.
They hunt Kamala terribly. Yeah, so nowhere near Kamala.
Okay, that's fair. So here's my deal with Hypno. He is like an OG weird freak. Like, yes. This is free range or cage free freak. Like, we've had a lot more creepy boys in Pokemon, and I don't know, this guy, he wasn't trying too hard. He's got that weird anime episode where he hypnotizes people and kind of scared me. I feel like now, I don't know, the freaks are more edgelordy and they're all sick and twisted, and this is just a creepy man with a nose, and I kind of like that.
Yeah, does he have a mouth? Is this just weird art?
Great question. Have you seen the new Doctor Strange movie?
I have.
I don't watch movies. I don't believe in them.
Okay. Well, him and Black Bolt Boltagar would get along.
Okay, I'm looking at a lot of art of Hypno, and I don't see a mouth on any of them. I don't think he has a mouth.
Did you watch the original anime? Do you remember the episode with Hypno?
I don't remember that episode. I did watch the original anime though.
Got some freaky sound effects when he's hypnotizing people, but he like hypnotizes all these adults in like village or club, and then he makes Misty think she's a Pokemon. It's kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't hate Hypno, but I don't like him either.
Where was Komala on this list?
402.
402.
I could go below that, like right in the middle. I just don't want to dunk on him for his design or something. He was out there. He walked so that I don't know, what are the other weird freak, the Cophagreguses could run in the Drifloons and all those.
I don't hate Hypno. He just feels kind of bland. The name is very straightforward. Design, like I think its design is decent, but it's not like a colorful Pokemon. And to be fair, Gen 1 wasn't working with a lot of colors.
Yeah.
And like if I was getting a psychic type in Gen 1, I was probably grabbing an Abra and getting an Abracadabra.
Yeah. For the impatient child, though, Drowsy was an exciting milestone of something with that typing that did look a little funky and less like a bug or a small bird.
That's true.
I think Drowsy went pretty low. I don't know. I feel
positive.
Okay, yeah, Drowsy's at 719, which in my mind's eye, I like Drowsy more than Hypno.
I do like Drowsy more than Hypno.
I feel like Hypno is I would put it closer to the middle, but we can definitely go bottom half. This is not what I'm passionate about. But I don't think he's a loser. Just want everyone to know.
I also don't think he's a loser.
Drowsy is like a tapir, right? Or an elephant, so I'm not sure.
But yeah, no.
Tapir.
Tapir?
Yeah.
Okay. But then Hypno's just like a man with a big nose.
I know. He's just a creepy freak.
It's a weird evolution, is all I'm saying. But
yeah. It's brave. It's very brave of him to be that in a children's game.
I think I would just put him right below Drowsy, but above Quillfish, personally. But that's very low. That would be 720.
Is that below Voltorb? Because if we're already almost there,
that is not below Voltorb. We can scroll a little bit.
I already forgot which one Voltorb is.
788.
Oh man, Marsha. I could go at least below Marshadow since we're here. I have a tier system of objectives. It's like give Hypno the due I think he's due. Like we've already betrayed that objective and the secondary objective. Let's look for like Marshadow or Voltorb and get him up there.
Let's give Zarude, we decided he's called, a little credit here too. I think that's a better design than Hypno.
Okay, I'll give you. I think it's a better design. Sure. I like Hypno more. Zarude is my like second least favorite out of all these. I think that we have tonight.
Wow.
But I just don't know him. I'm sure he's a stand-up guy, probably a scratch golfer. I'm sure he pays his taxes.
Yeah.
But we never got to know each other.
Credit.
Maybe that's my fault. Maybe I'm not making enough of an effort. I should reach out. He doesn't have to be the first one to text.
All right, Ryan. It's on you, man. Where are you putting this guy?
Below Zarude. Yeah.
All right. Fine with that. I mean, he's below Voltorb. So that's like a huge win. Further secures Voltorb's spot on that 18th page.
All right, Hypno, a new 790. I didn't know that the shiny for Hypno is just turn the yellow pink, like highlighter pink.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's pretty cool. I mean, then we're in Mr. Mime territory. That's an even bolder Gen 1 look. Those guys probably hang out.
Yeah. To fit your question, Chris, Hypno is based also on a tapir, a hypnotist, and Baku, or Dream Eater spirit of Japanese mythology. It also looks similar to a proboscis monkey. Hypno's long hooked nose and white frill could also be based on a vulture, such as Rupel's vulture. Aspects of Hypno's behavior also resemble various fairies, goblins, boogeyman, and other supernatural entities in European folklore. And boy, the Japanese name for this Pokemon is literally Sleeper.
That's kind of cool.
Drowsy was just sleep with an E on it at the
end. Oh, yeah.
For the Japanese name, and it's like really straightforward. But you know, it missed the alarm, didn't even show up. It's like it's ranked so low, 790. Hypno, terrible job, really. Next up, we've got Lopunny.
Speaking of your eyes, Ryan.
Yeah.
This okay, for Lopunny, it's not the eyes though. It is the posture and Mike's like
I'm shaking my head. Man, Ninetales walked so that Lopunny could run. If Ninetales started the furry culture, Lopunny is where they hit the pinnacle.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this is like a cheerleader Pokemon, you know. We've all seen the 8 billion Smasher Pass videos that have come out in the last couple months.
Yeah, it's the hottest Pokemon. We can get on and say this is probably the sexiest Pokemon. I mean, objectively, I feel like it win the popular vote. That being said, I should pause more because I feel like I just come in and like I almost lose enthusiasm because I feel like I'm disappointing you guys with my takes that I feel like are the opposite of you. In a more wholesome manner, I like Baneri a lot more than Lopunny, but I like Lopunny more than Mega Lopunny. And I think those are flip-flopped from your ranking.
Let's see. Yeah, we have Mega Lopunny at 493. I love Baneri. Where do we put Baneri?
Oh, you love Baneri too? Yeah, I think Baneri is great. And like the cutest voice in the anime and always so eager to make its cry in the show. I forget which one of like Ash's pals had maybe it was Don had a Baneri. That would be Don's generation.
Yeah, that sounds right.
But yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we do it with Baneri at 468 and Mega Lopunny at 493. So they are in the correct order according to your rankings.
And I like Lopunny, but it would probably be similar sentiment to Ice Cube, where I'm like, oh yeah, around the middle. Were you guys a lot hotter on her? No pun intended. Also, what does it say that I just characterized? I'm gendering these Pokemon that can be all genders, right?
No. I think between the two is where it belongs somewhere.
Do you like Baneri more than Lopunny, Ryan, or is that just me and Chris?
I don't really like. They're all just fine Pokemon. I don't have strong feelings one way or the other for these.
When was the last time you Googled a picture of Baneri? Because it sounds like it's been a while.
I don't know that I've ever Googled a picture of Baneri.
Look how cute Baneri is. Or better yet, you type it into YouTube sometime and watch a clip from the show where it jumps out and says its name. It like really rushes it. It's like a really fast Baneri.
That's good. I used one of these the first time I played through. What was this, Gen 4, right?
Yep.
So yeah, I have a lot of nostalgia for it. I like it a lot. I know you don't like Mega Lopunny, Michael. I do like it because it has like Chun-Li vibes, and I like Chun-Li from Street Fighter. But
oh, that is cool. Yeah, with the hairdo.
But I'm perfectly okay putting this between the two. I never actually used Mega Lopunny.
Yeah, and you love Baneri.
Baneri's great.
Yeah, let's do it.
Michael, you'll be happy to hear when I search Baneri on YouTube, the first thing to pop up is a compilation just labeled Baneri's cute moments.
Oh no way. Okay, I know what I'm doing after this. There goes my Friday night. Baneri's cute. Oh, 490k views on this YouTube channel Poke Cutie. Instant subscribe. Oh my gosh, Baneri is giving food to a Bunnelby, and I'm here for it. I like Bunnelby, but not quite as much. Oh wow.
What, like funny you should
guys
sorry, go ahead. There you go.
I just said, do you watch the anime or the movies ever?
Not
anymore.
In years.
Yeah, I was like up to date up until like Black and White, and now it's randomly. But I don't know, something it floods my heart with warmth. I'm just so nostalgic for like waking up as a child and watching these at 6 o'clock before school. Every morning. I'm choking up clearly. but yeah, just hearing their cries is so fun. It's too cute. Like the plot is kind of lost on me now, but it's this cute moments compilation. Put it in the show notes. This is an all-timer.
But yeah, funny you should mention Bunnelby because we have it exactly 2 spots below Buniri.
Oh, okay. I think Baneri is a lot better, but I think I'm happy that Bunnelby is like, wasn't in the just a rabbit category down in the outskirts of town out there in the boondocks of this list.
I'm happy to put Lopunny between the two, personally.
Yeah, I think that sounds like an easy scientific approach based on what we all said.
Yeah.
I won't fight you either way.
So then it's above or below Horsey. Very comparable Pokemon.
Ooh. Honestly, I like them both. I'll let you call it.
What do you think,
Pinsir? Pinsir's sick. Yeah, shout out to Pinsir, 467. Way to get there. Big fan. Porygon at 463 might be a war crime. Porygon, you are going to be in the news with some people from Russia that when this podcast hits the mainstream. Porygon is an all-time great, but sorry, I need to keep my eyes on you and not on the list. Your call with the Horsey situation. Oh my!
I don't know that I really have strong opinions one way. Chris, tell me you have a strong opinion one way or the other.
Okay, Lopunny's going above Horsey.
Oh well, do you see what number Lopunny's at now? I see what you're doing, Chris.
Oh,
what number was that?
I do 469. Nice.
Oh, nice. Guys, doing the Lord's work.
Woof. All right. Next up, we've got Galarian Wheezing.
Sound like you did not like this, Michael.
No, I'm saying go ahead and shit on him. I love Wheezing, and this is like a knockout. So like, I like this more than I feel like some of the ones we've talked about. I probably like it around Lopunny, honestly, but I think Wheezing is really awesome. Just I don't know, that iconic Wheezing cry again from watching the anime growing up and having him be James's Pokemon was really cool. So and okay, I don't love the retypes. I loved when they made Stunfisk a bear trap, and then I loved when they made Wheezing this pollution thing that's somehow fairy type and gets these cool, like I don't know, you would think Wheezing is on a shelf never to be touched again, and they take it so drastic, give it the Alolan Executor treatment and grow these tall stacks and give it like a mustache. Is there a monocle, or am I imagining that he has a monocle? If not, there should be.
There definitely should be.
It doesn't look like it.
Yeah. What are your thoughts? I'll yield the floor. I'm not strong enough to fight, but I think Wheezing I like a lot more than you guys, and that'll probably lift this one up in my opinion compared to you.
I like this form of Wheezing. I think it's fun.
Oh, you like it more?
Yeah. I in the same way that I like Ice-Q, it's just such a weird, fun design that I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
I adore Galarian Wheezing, honestly. I think I think this is one of the coolest regional variants. Like, what a way to say Britain, right? Top hat, but also industrial smokestack.
That's true. Top hat, but also
it's so good. And also there's definitely some connections to be drawn about it kind of looking like a bong, and as a stoner I'm all for that as well. And the green's really good. I adore Galarian Wheezing.
We should put it at 420 is what you're saying.
I would be actually, that's probably about right, honestly.
Okay, I need to stop doubting myself again. I was ready for you to dump on him, but yeah, I think it's a cool alternative form. I am leery of liking those because I'm nostalgic and hate dealing with change, but this was one that I thought was cool. This is like surf edged. I was like, oh, that's giving him some more time in the spotlight's all right with me.
All right, yeah, I'm not opposed to going to 420. I could honestly go higher, but for the memes, might be worth going 420.
Yep, I'm 100% with you on that, and we might have to. Well, then it might move around though, but at least as long as you read it out as 420, that's cool with me.
Yeah, Gets his moment in the sun being ranked.
Shout out too, he had like one of the most sought after abilities in the trading card game throughout is the ability to turn off all other abilities. Like in the game, abilities are a huge major part, often, you know, meta defining part of the card game. And Weezing is one of the few Pokemon that has the ability that just says no Pokemon have abilities, and it just like completely erases and changes the pace of play. And Galarian Weezing, I think, is like the only thing with that right now, and that's currently legal. So yeah, I like him. He's cool.
Oh wait, what? Hang on, I was reading the trivia, and now I need to read some Pokedex entries.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So in the Shield Dex entry, long ago during a time when droves of factories fouled the air with pollution, Weezing changed into this form for some reason. In Sword, though, this Pokemon consumes particles that contaminate the air. Instead of leaving droppings, it expels clean air.
Oh, so he's saving the Earth?
He's saving the Earth out
here. My God. Yeah, we could go higher, but 420 kind of works.
420 works really well. And then in the trivia area, Galarian Weezing seems to be based on perfume in the appearance of a stereotypical Victorian-era British gentleman wearing a chimney hat combined with actual chimneys. Both its smog-based facial hair and its Shield Pokedex entry describes Weezing taking the form as a result of air pollution, likely draw reference from the heavy smog that afflicted London during the Victorian era. Its ability to clean the air of pollutants may also be based on nuclear cooling towers, referring to the clouds being made of steam coming out of it now, not actual smoke.
That makes
super
sense.
cool. Super cool.
They need to make a third evolution that's somehow a nuclear like fusion reactor.
Just level. Like gains radioactive type.
That would be cool. What do you guys think would be another type if they added one? Or if you could pitch your, you know, you got the boardroom in front of you.
What type would
I used to say like, oh, of course we need a light type to counteract dark, but I feel like Fairy's kind of leaning in there.
Yeah, Fairy is kind of leaning in there.
Yeah, I've heard people say a sound type.
I want some like extremely chaotic type.
Oh, okay. I feel like dark is kind of the chaos type.
Dark feels like lawful evil. I want like chaotic evil.
Okay, chaos type. That would be badass. Yeah, I could go for something more abstract or even artificial. Like, I know you're not crazy about Ultra Beasts, but if there's like some synthetic or type of some sort, might be cool. I guess that's steel.
Some kind of like digital
type would be righteous. That'd be cool.
There, we got there. That's the new type. It's coming in Gen 9. You heard it here first, folks. Galarian Weezing, 420. Great job. Great design. I really just top-notch Pokemon. You deserve higher, but 420 is really a much better position for you when you think about it.
You could have just said blaze it.
Why go for the easy joke, Michael?
Yeah, I know. I do really appreciate your on the spot ender. I think that's a highlight of the show. You could just so easily transition to the next one without the salutation to the Pokemon, but I like that you are giving them their due here.
Everyone gets invited, so everyone gets a goodbye. Sometimes the goodbye's a middle finger. Next up, we've got
Dottler knows and Dottler remembers.
Absol.
Okay.
Dottler remembers.
Dottler will not forget this. I don't think I remember hearing that. I'll have to find that. I don't know if you have these. You could probably tell me after the show which episode that is, but Dottler's amazing. What do you think about Absol?
Really cool Pokemon design wise that I never use much because I tend not to use single evolution Pokemon.
I thought you might say that. What about you, Chris?
Pretty much the same camp. We do already have Mega Absol. I'm looking at a picture of this to remember if I like this more. I think Mega Absol is basically just let's give it some more fur.
Yeah, I think Absol's threading that needle of cool design so well, I think, for me, where it's not leaning too much into over design, over edgelord, like trying to be cool territory that Mega went a little far for me. But of the 20 you gave me, Absol my second favorite for sure. I feel like this is like maybe even only a handful of these I was like definitively in the top half of all Pokemon, but Absol I would definitely put in the top half. Thinking even top quarter personally.
Yeah.
But I understand it doesn't evolve, but it's so cool and it has that great legend. Again, you know, back when I was still up to date with the anime, it shows up to like save the town from some flash flood or natural disaster that's rolling in, and like we learn that's how it gets associated as the bad luck Pokemon. It's just that it can sense or predict bad things happening, so it shows up to try to prevent them, and then people give it a bad reputation. And so it's this very humble act of servitude. It's like a Batman situation where he's the hero we need, not the one we deserve. And so it's a very admirable Pokemon. Also looks super cool and gets a bunch of unique cards with fun control type abilities, and I like playing control style decks. But yeah, I don't think I used it in this generation in the game either.
I would say it's a top half Pokemon.
Yeah, okay. I would agree. Also, Absol is in what is it? Pokemon Unite, a strong assassin in there, which is cool.
Oh, yeah. So do you still play that regularly?
No, I played for a couple months Unite? When it came out, but I haven't played recently. I
love MOBAs, but I couldn't get into that. But I would, I'm not counting it out. I'd like to play more.
Yeah, they add
I've pretty well counted it out.
They add so many like weird, interesting choices. I really like that. I mean, all of my experience with Cramorant comes from that, and I like Cramorant because of Pokemon Unite.
Yeah, that's fair.
So we have like Mega.
I like
Absol.
it more than. Yeah, I like it more than that, but I like Kingdra so much, and Kingdra's right above that. So if you felt like I was already testing your guys' limits, putting it one above Mega Absol, you know, that's fine. If it just goes right there, would you guys rank this below Mega Absol?
No, I'd probably rank this above Mega.
Okay, well then cool. Then yeah, I could go higher. Just thinking on the Michael scale, but I love Kingdra so much that if you want to just plop it below Kingdra, which is 288, 1 or 2 above Mega Absol, that works for me.
I'm okay with that. I think Mega Absol and regular Ab pretty on par for me. So them being close makes sense.
I like it.
Right. Biting my tongue real hard at how low Smeargle is, but it's a big list. It's a big list. He's up there.
Michael just wants to come back on every week so he can re-rank about 13 Pokemon.
I hope you don't feel offended. The other thing I thought as soon as we opened this up, but I didn't want to say it because I didn't want you to think I was telling you how to live your life. But in the future, if you ever like were to go back in time, how cool would it be if from the start we did this as a spreadsheet that had all their like types and their photo, and then you could like when you're done with the list sort by like dark types and read off like who's the best dark and like all these other different categories. That would be neat. But
I feel like that's even possible. Yeah, once it's all done, we could take that list and add more into it.
Sure.
I love some of the trivia and origin stuff we have here for Absol. This is a long one though, so get ready.
I'm so there for Absol lore.
Absol is most likely based on the Baizé of Chinese mythology. I'm probably mispronouncing a lot of these names, and I apologize in advance. Whose name literally translates to white marsh. It is generally described as a white beast, distinguished by having 1 or 2 horns on its head. Considered to be an intelligent beast, Baizé is gifted with the ability to understand human speech and the knowledge on the forms and habits of 11,520 types of supernatural creatures in this world specifically.
Oh, wow.
In legend, Baizé shared its knowledge to the Yellow Emperor, which was subsequently compiled in a book called Baizé 2. Few of its supposed fragments survive today. In Japan, it is known as the Hakutaku. In a related legend, a similar creature known as the Kutabe predicted that a plague would sweep through the Toyama prefecture of Japan. It is also sometimes said to have an extra eye on their head or back, which may be represented by the oval that appears on Absol's forehead.
Hell yeah.
And then for name origin, Absol may be derived from absolute or absolution, as being set free from guilt, as well as Abunai, which is Japanese for dangerous, and possibly Busso, which is dangerous. But I like most, it may also be a combination of the Latin prefix ab, away from, and sol for sun.
Oh, okay.
And as a dark type away from sun, like that really works for me. I like that.
And that horn kind of looks like a moon. But the nickname White Marsh, what a great nickname. Like next time, we've got enough characters for that. Next time I get an Absol, that's what I'm naming it.
Yeah, that's a great name.
Are you guys nicknamers?
I have become a nicknamer as I have streamed.
Oh,
Pokemon.
yeah. That checks out.
Yeah, I am.
I think.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I think the reason I remember so many of the older gen names so much better is I never nickname anything. So whenever I saw Geodude, it was a Geodude.
I feel that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I definitely always was a nicknamer, but in most recent gens, I've stopped because I found out, I'm not retaining any of these names because I'm just naming them whatever I feel like.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I never did, and now I do. But I remember I found my like iPod Touch from high school like last year, and it had like the longest note in the little notes app was just a list of potential Pokemon nicknames for when I would catch one. Like here's the weird things I thought of in science class to add to that list.
Fantastic.
White Marsh is going on there.
Just pulling out the iPod Touch right now.
Yeah.
All right, Absol, new 289. Great job, great Pokemon, but get an evolution, please. Thank you. Next up, we've got Dreadnought.
I think I was here for the Mega. Maybe I made that up.
Or Gigantamax?
Gigantamax, rather. Let's see if he seems oddly low. That's probably
He's
me.
very low. Yeah.
That sounds like me. I like this more than the Gigantamax, and I think he's cool. I like Dreadnought. What about you guys?
Yeah, he's alright.
I like Dreadnought.
Speaking of, also like most Pokemon.
Speaking of weird choices for Pokemon Unite, he's like one of the major jungle camps.
Oh, that's cool.
Interesting. This was one of the first new Gen 8 Pokemon I used my first time running through Shield, and I really enjoyed Dreadnought, although they did not make it to my Elite Four team.
Okay, who did he get cut for? What tanky boy?
Oh God, I don't even remember. It was probably I think less about that and more about the types I'm replacing it with. So sure. I probably replaced it with something else from the water family, and I didn't want rock as the other subtype was probably the reasoning.
Okay, so this is our second water rock turtle.
Yes,
it's true.
Which one do you like more?
I like Dreadnought more.
I agree.
I think I agree. Which means we're already leagues above Gigantamax Dreadnought as well.
Yeah. Caracasta didn't do too bad.
Is this top half?
I want to be mad, but probably not for me.
Yeah, I like it, so my instinct is to say yes, and I think about I probably like more than half of Pokemon more than this. Mostly a time thing.
So, and that's fair. Yeah, I don't know that it is, but that's a great question to ask, just to a ceiling or a floor.
It's a good benchmark for sure. That this will save you a lot if you're trying to expedite this episode. That's the right question to ask than to say a number and have me see that you have Uxie at 650 and freak out. It's certainly below Uxie at 650.
But what makes for a better episode? That's the
okay. If you want the drama, I can freak out a lot harder than I'm freaking out right now. I can remove my shirt. I can start screaming for my mother, who is in a different city. But yeah, I guess
so
Dreadnought's okay.
I'm looking at Gigalith. Kind of has similar vibes. I
like Gigalith more.
Yeah, same. I think I like Gigalith more. That's at 449.
449.
I kind of feel like Gigalith has no right to be as cool as he is. Like, I don't know. Gen 5, I feel like could have easily whiffed on like the default rock guy, the default golem of that generation, and they kind of went pretty hard. I
was going even a little bit below that. Where was I looking? I started to scroll up and I lost it. Is that who I was thinking?
Porygon at 465.
Oh, don't you dare!
No, I was in the 500s.
Yeah, Probopass is cooler, right?
Yeah, I was looking at Rampardos at 516.
Oh, that's above Probopass. I'm thinking of Probopass is the evolution, right?
Yes. Okay. What number is Probopass?
560.
Now we're below Caracasta again, though.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, again, it's not perfect science, but it is science. You wanted to go below Rampardos? I like Rampardos more. I'm down on that.
I'm okay with that.
Guys, you can't bring a cute anime all-timer this close into my peripheral. Chimecho. Can we go below Chimecho?
I'm fine with that. Chimecho's got a fun little side quest in the new game.
Yeah,
Legends Arceus.
Yeah. I still have not played Legends Arceus, and you guys are positive on that?
Yes.
It's my favorite Pokemon game
of all time. That is okay. I've heard pretty much similar, not quite that glowing, but I've heard nothing but glowing reviews. So I'm excited to play.
Certainly it's the best. Maybe Gen 2 would still be my favorite depending on what day of the week you ask me, but if it's not my number 1, it's my number 2.
Okay. Yeah, I get that, because I think like Silver's my I think favorite game of all time, or second favorite.
I have played Silver at least once a year, every year since.
That makes me so happy, Ryan. Regardless of where we end and the words I say to you by the end of the show, just know that we shared that moment, and all is well. And then please just trust me when I vouch as a fellow Silver player, and even though it has nothing to do with Silver, Chimecho's cool. I'll vouch for him. Cooler than Dreadnought.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with Chimecho. That was like Rampardos felt like a more similar Pokemon to me to compare it to. But yeah, a few spots below is fine.
Okay.
Perfect.
At 519. Great job. Oh my god. Did you Oh, I love when they have the name origins like this. Dreadnought may be a combination of dread and nah.
Nah, I don't believe you.
I thought it was a genuine laugh, not you laughing at how silly it was. So that caught me off guard. Did that?
Here's okay. Dreadnought shares its category with blank and blank. They are all known as the bite Pokemon.
Oh, the bite Pokemon? I feel like I feel like Feraligatr was a bite Pokemon for some reason.
Nope.
Gibble.
No, I'll give you a generation. They're both from Gen 3.
Does Sharpedo count?
Nope.
Carvanha.
Bite.
Or Carvana. Nope. I forgot I always say that.
Googling Gen 3 Pokemon. Seconds. Just the old image search. Who could it be that bites in Gen 3? This is good content. It's all building up. We have to get it now.
Yep, I think you guys can figure it out. Although if you started scrolling, Michael, you may already be past it.
Oh, really? It's
a very early Gen 3 Pokemon. It's not a starter. It's that Pokemon and its evolution.
Oh, Poochyena and Mightyena?
Correct.
Oh, okay. They're dark type, and dark bite's a dark type move. I guess I was looking for some big old mouths.
Big mouths,
yeah.
Yeah, it felt weird that those were the other two bite Pokemon along with a snapping turtle.
Right? Like Sharpedo is just a mouth. And Feraligatr, maybe it's just stuck in my head. That's the first Pokemon I remember. You don't need me to tell you. This is Gen 2 bros. I remember constantly using Bite on because that was back when special attack and attack were still separated by type, and so for Alligator didn't make great use of its water typing, so I used Bite on everything.
Yep. Yeah. All right, Dreadnought, new 519. Great job. Great Pokemon. Yeah. Good work, Game Freak. You get one even in Gen 8 every now and again.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Dustox.
Speaking of Gen 3.
Yeah. I like Gen 3.
Yeah,
no
Gen 3 is pretty good.
What do you guys think about Dustox?
It's fine. It's not as strong as previous 3-stage bugs, in my opinion.
Okay.
Like I like Beedrill and Butterfree more.
Yeah, Butterfree's my third favorite Pokemon. I was this close to bringing it as my selection when I saw its spot, but certainly below that. I do like Dustox. I think Dustox is cool, but I like Cutie-Fly more. And in my heart of hearts, I don't know if Dustox is top half for me.
Yeah, I think it's the lesser of the two like branches of Weedle. I do like Beautyfly more, but and Beautyfly we didn't even rank that high.
Where do we have Beautyfly?
639.
Yeah, I could go below that.
Beautyfly.
It sounds like you guys would go below that, right?
I would.
I like this more than Beautyfly, but if we've got two for below, then
wait, hold on. I said Cutie-Fly. I meant Beautyfly. Yeah, I just realized that those both exist. I like Cutie-Fly more than it too, which Ryan agrees with, I'm guessing.
Definitely. Where do we have Cutie-Fly? I'm guessing several hundred spots too low.
Cutie-Fly?
573. This is Chris. How are we not already charged for war crime?
You guys are going to. None of you can ever run for public office, or all your families will be in jeopardy. They will never survive this.
Yeah, I mean, I like Dustox more than I like Beautyfly, but if both of you feel opposingly, then I'm not against putting it below Beautyfly. I just have to let it be known that you're both wrong about your opinion, and that's fine.
You don't have a passionate argument for Dustox.
No. I could go either way. I'll let you have your spot on this. I tip my cap to Dustox. He's all right with me, but no strong feelings.
I mean, it's really the only moth type Pokemon we've gotten at this point since Venomoth, and this has more color and has been available in more games since Venomoth. I think we've had a lot of butterfly type Pokemon, and Beautyfly is pretty standard. Oh, it's very pretty butterfly. Dustox is like it's a menacing bug, but it's happy that it's menacing, right? Like he knows what he looks like and he's happy about it. And that just is like aggressive for this early bug type that grows into this thing.
Now, Venomoth, just to be clear, is 809, so you're not really doing him a lot of favors comparing them.
No, Venomoth is bad because you can really only get Venomoth in Gen 1. It's nearly impossible to get them outside of Gen 1. This is the moth we get instead, and I'm not saying moths are great. I'm not trying to put this thing in the top 200 or anything.
But before the podcast, I talked about how much I love Koga and just having some association with him. I love Venomoth a lot more than this, but I just want to let it be known that I think Venomoth was done dirty, but we can put this above Venomoth if you're feeling it.
I'm okay going below Venomoth.
You like Venomoth more than Dustox?
I don't like either of them, so I don't care.
Gotcha. Venomoth also has had some really cool cards, but neither of them. I never want to play either of these in the game.
It's fair.
All right. Well, I think other than Ryan, we're in agreement below Beautyfly. So we're below Beautyfly, is what I'm saying.
Again, Beautyfly all-timer. You should see the routines that May's Beautyfly pulled in the anime. You would be starstruck.
I would be. Wasn't Dustox in the anime too? James had one, maybe?
Yeah. Oh, man. He was... I feel like I don't want to steal that.
You just need to watch more of the anime, apparently.
Yeah, you probably aren't missing much. It was more back when so in high school, my friends and I would do like essentially Pokemon Showdown tournaments, but we had point systems assigned to all the tiers of Pokemon and would roll a 20-sided dice, and you needed to construct a team with a team that is fewer than or equal to like the amount of points rolled. And it would just be a lot of EV training and IV breeding before that stuff was as easy as it is now. Not that it's all super easy, or before Pokemon Showdown it existed. And I would just play the anime while I watched that. I'd like get home from my summer job and fall asleep watching the anime and just leveling up things and driving my bike up and down hatching eggs. So I've got fond memories, but it's probably not worth most adults' time unless you love it.
So I'm looking below Uxie, however you say that.
Oh,
you seemed quite offended by that earlier, Michael.
No, I think people say it both ways. I say Uxie, but I know people who say Uxie.
Above Parasect is my favorite, what I'm giving you, Ryan.
Lake Trio. Oh yeah.
Above Parasect.
You want it higher? You want it even higher though, Ryan?
I mean, I wanted it above Beautifly. But like just above. But I'll take below. I'll live. I can succumb to the science.
Come on, we don't want to go above Thundurus. He's cool.
Is he?
Not as cool as Uxie, but he's cool.
All right, Dustox, a new 652. You get what you give, and you don't give a lot. So
cue the song by the New Radicals.
Chris, I hope you had that ready. You knew I was going to make that joke, right? Dustox shares its category with blank. They are both known as the poison moth Pokemon.
Venomoth.
I mean, it's got to be Venomoth,
yeah,
right?
Venomoth, yeah.
What if it was like Butterfree or something? Butterfree's so cool. Please tell me you've at least seen that anime episode.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen season 1 and 2 pretty well, but it's been years and I haven't like rewatched them recently, so it's cloudy memories. But
yeah, well, cloudy because it's raining, because that one's a tear.
That's a tearjerker. Yeah. Oh wow! Previously, Dustox and its evolutionary counterpart Beautifly shared the same base stats, with Dustox's defense and special defense swapped with Beautifly's attack and special attack. This changed after Gen 6, when Beautifly received a 10-point increase to its special attack, but Dustox did not receive a stat increase.
That sounds like workplace discrimination.
Yeah.
Just give some favor to the attractive one.
I can't stand for that. Dustox, I've got a lawyer to get you in touch with. New 652. But next contestant, we've got Krokorok. Love this guy.
He's good.
Oh, nice. I'm happy you like this guy.
One of my favorites from Gen 5, which is probably my second favorite generation.
Oh, yeah. Crocodile is pretty high up here, right?
Yeah. He's 98 right now. Which this isn't quite as good as Crocodile, but it's still good.
Yeah.
Like, for a mid-evolution, this is much better than most mid-evolutions.
The line could have stopped here, right? You would believe that this would be a final.
I did. I was shocked when Crocodile happened at level 40. I nearly threw my DS across the room.
Oh, that's a great story.
Sheer panic.
Mom, it's happening.
What is this?
Yes, my Crocodile's evolving. Get the camera.
Yeah, no, I love this guy. It's great design. Great attitude, honestly.
Oh, yeah. Like, he's with... what is it, Scraggy? Do you like those boys?
Yeah.
The punky boys.
Yeah, that evolutionary line, this evolutionary line, and Superior Snivy evolutionary line, like, are my three favorites from Gen 5. Like, those
I love some attitude in those Pokemon. Yeah. Smug spunk.
Cocky, and they know it, and they have a right to be a lot of the time.
Yeah. I feel like the Scraggy and Crocodile probably have a sick music video somewhere out there.
I think they're
a collab.
I think they're best buds, and they should hang out together. Scraggy's at 196.
It feels about right.
Yeah, I could do that.
For me.
I like this guy. I'm trying to think. There's probably 200 Pokemon at least that are like more than this. He's cool though. I have nothing bad to say. I was prepared if you dunked on him, I would be like, hey, but that's a pretty cool crocodile. And it seems like you are already there. You've already achieved that same level of understanding. So I don't have much more to offer.
Michael's just like prepping every Pokemon for, all right, just a crocodile argument. What's the argument against just...
But, I mean, see, you can see it. It writes itself. Ryan says, it's a crocodile. And I say, yeah, but Ryan, this is a pretty cool crocodile. And then you say, oh, yeah, you're right. And then we scroll up 2 pages. I just want to see what 196. I really shouldn't look because this never brings up good things. I mean, nothing immediately offensive underneath it. Oh, until I got to Nidoking and Bayonet. But, like, right? Bayonet and Nidoking, you think this is, like, more aggressive?
I actually was like, Aegislash, Sinistea.
Oh, I like Aegislash too.
It's true. Sinistei's really good.
Galarian Ponyta. That's a fun one.
We can go a little lower. We can break up the band.
I like Litten. I feel like Escavalier is cool, but this might be cooler.
Yeah, I think I'm with you there.
And that's the bottom of my scroll, and I'm too scared to scroll anymore. I like Flareon. I know Flareon has no moves and gets dunked on for the Eevee evolutions, but I like Flareon more than this.
But that's fair.
I think I'd go between Flareon and Wigglytuff.
Yeah. That's what cool. I'm looking at.
Wigglytuff's awesome though. OG Rockstar in the base set trading card game. Do the Wave. A great move that has been reprinted over and over on different cards of like normal type Pokemon.
All right, Crocorock, a new 211. No good like questioning trivia, but some interesting things to know. No other Pokemon have the same type combination as Crocorock and its evolutionary relatives, only Ground Dark. Crocorock is the only Pokemon with a base stat total of 351. And almost all of Crocorock's stats are raised 10 points higher than Sandile's, with the exception being speed, which is only 9 points higher.
Okay, now we know.
Yeah. All right. Crocorock, new 211. Great job. Love the attitude. Just great Pokemon. Next up, we've got Larvesta.
Larvesta.
A fire snom. Could I interest you in a fire snom?
Oh, fire snom. I like snom more than this guy.
I was greatly offended when Volcarona made it near the top of the list to begin with. So if we can just smash this thing into the ground to make up for Volcarona being far too high, that'd be great.
Hey, if you need to let it out, I'm gonna let you. Like, I do remember replying to this list like stacked when you sent it to me. That was when it still had original Zoroark. And then, but you know, upon further inspection, I feel like we've been placing most of these in the top half. I guess no, we had some low lights, but I was thinking most of these might not be in my top half. So yeah, if you want to take out your anger on Larvesta, this is the time to do it. That sounds fine with me.
Now, see, I do think Volcarona is at a pretty great spot at 19.
Oh, it's at 19? I thought it was top 100. I didn't realize it was that high. Oh, I just searched and saw how low we did Volcanion. Volcarona, 19. Yeah, I mean, above Haunter. Haunter is my 9th favorite Pokemon. Right below Cloyster, who you put in the 700s. But yeah, I think Volcarona is very, very high. So are you saying that pulls Larvesta up, or that because you like Volcarona so much, Ryan?
I like Volcarona a lot, but I like all the things I like about Volcarona are absent in Larvesta.
Okay.
And this is just I'm sorry, I'll stop myself now.
Wait, what were you gonna say? Wait, is are you, so you're into Volcarona? Okay, I got it.
I don't know. Larvesta is just I don't like it. I don't like the hair. I don't like the floofy hair forward.
It's kind of needlessly complicated. Like, it's kind of hard to tell what you're dealing with at a first glance, right?
Yeah, it's a weird first stage, and I'm not for it.
Yeah, the eye under its hair or whatever could be cool. I think that's a head that belongs on a different Pokemon. It looks like an Arceus head.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, yeah, that totally just Arceus' head.
Yeah, actually,
this is where it all started, guys. We finally cracked the code. We need to go use strength on the truck, and we can catch Mew, and we can catch Larvesta, and it turns into Arceus.
And it gives birth to Mew.
So here's where I'm looking.
Yeah.
Below Dunsparce. 859 is where it would be.
Just because I think Dunsparce and Stunfisk, for that matter, were mistreated, I'd love to go below either of those or both of those.
I mean, a few spots lower is Glalie.
Oh yeah, if you want to really bury this in the dirt, have at it. Let the rage out.
Let's go.
Oh, like, it was so weird before. Like, no one had to be convinced. You guys all unanimously at the same time just said, yes, Glalie is dumb. I feel like it's such a unique, like, cool look, and Ash had one in the anime.
It's that stretched skin look that is just a little nightmare inducing.
Okay, what's the phobia of, like, holes, like sponges? And
Trypophobia?
Yeah.
No, I don't get triggered by. Maybe one or two occasionally, but not like a lot of people who like even the slightest hint.
Okay. I didn't know if that was influencing the Glalie shade, but this is great, guys. I mean, I also, Young Goose and Gumshoes, while we're here, like, I'm sure there were a lot of children named Adolf born before Hitler rose to power that had very difficult lives as a result. And like, these guys didn't choose to look like a man who would somehow become president. And I think if you view them as a detective, they're doing their own things. Like, I don't know. I think they're getting dragged because somebody else messed up and not them. I could even go below those. I'm here to advocate for the voiceless, and they have not had much of a voice. They are mentioned quite frequently, the Young Goose and the Gumshoes. I do think you got them in the right order, at least. But this is Chris's time to make Larvesta bleed as much as he wants, and I'll let him have the final say.
I'm okay with it where it is.
Sounds great.
All right, Larvesta, a new 863. Goodness gracious. I don't even want to read any of this trivia. I just want to close this tab. Good. Next up, we've got Garbodor.
I know what you're going to say. Come on, what do we?
Ryan?
It's the trash heap Pokemon.
Yeah. Hey, well, Ryan, just because you're trash doesn't mean you can't do great things. It's called a garbage can, not a garbage cannot.
I mean, Game Freak literally calls it the trash heap Pokemon.
And I will say again, just because you're trash doesn't mean you can't do great things. So if I've saved up any of my chips, when Chris sent me the list, I said I was genuinely going to bring a Pokemon, and I know that you probably didn't think it was Garbodor, but Garbodor is my 6th favorite Pokemon of all time.
Wow.
I think he is so, I mean, look, like, yeah, he's trash. Exactly. Let's just think of every animal. Yeah, let's do them all 6 times. And I feel like some of these anthropomorphic or human-like Pokemon sometimes feel like a bit of a stretch with like Klefki or maybe some of those items, but this is, I don't know, it's a little more abstract but still original enough to be nothing like an animal. I love his dopey derpy look. When I did play Pokemon Showdown, like, he wasn't a terrible starter, the like slow tanky bulky setup mon that could lay spikes and stuff, but genuinely, here is what, like, because he's a very overlooked, everyone dunks on him, Pokemon, and I've been talking about how I enjoy the card game. It's one of the things I've been doing for 20 years is playing this card game. No Pokemon has ever gotten more powerful, completely meta-defining, game-changing cards than Garbodor, who is like the literal trash Pokemon, and he has got the most feared cards that have made other people build their decks in entirely different ways, because he was the first Pokemon to get that ability I shouted out Galarian Wheezing for having, that turns off all other abilities. And then he also got the ability to deal damage based on the amount of trainer cards or item cards your opponent has used, and that's like how you cycle cards. I don't know if you've played the game, but if you've played any card games, digging through your deck is usually important, and so it basically stopped people from doing it. It made them invent entirely new ways to play the game with its attack that would punish you for doing that. And my favorite playmat I've ever seen for the trading card game, it just has Garbodor and says that exact quote I led with just because you're trash doesn't mean you can't do great things. It's called a garbage can, not a garbage cannot.
That is a really good playmat.
Yeah, and even Trubbish has gotten powerful cards. I think Trubbish is cute, and yeah, so I love Garbodor so much. He bodies, it's in the Verbank gym in the anime. He bodies like Ash's whole lineup until Pikachu gets involved. He's, as far as poison pollution types, I like Weezing, I like Muck, I love Garbodor.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not as passionate about him as you, but I do think he gets too much shit. I like him more than Muck, which I think is very rare. I think people consider this like literally one of the worst Pokemon, and I'm not about that for sure.
Right? I feel like he came out at the like right time where it was cool to just beat up on something because it wasn't an animal or like breathing fire and doing karate. Like it was just cool to make fun of things that weren't like stereotypically awesome then, and I love this guy. His arms grow so long too in this show. It's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, one of his hands is like, what is it? That's like rebar. It looks like that's making up one of his arms, which is a cool idea.
I was gonna say that's metal, but no pun intended. Like that's pretty metal to be like.
That's pretty metal.
Stabbing other Pokemon with just a rusty chunk of rebar.
Yeah, and I like the idea of Trubbish is like a little bag of garbage, and his hands are like garbage that's protruding out of the side, and then he evolves, and it's just like, there's too much garbage now, and it just exploded. And now he's got this weird kind of like luchador mask of a garbage bag. It's
yes. Yeah, both are so cute. And to make a garbage Pokemon cute this successfully, I would argue, is, I don't know, that's a feat to be, we should be praising it. I think it's great design. Like you could have done the eyes and mouth so differently. You could have made him angry. You could have made him menacing, or I don't know, but they went full derpy and it works for me.
Yeah, I think derpy is probably the best expression they could have gone. No, yeah. I don't hate it. I'm not drawn to poison type. It's probably the biggest thing.
I get that. That. But yeah. And then the rags to riches moment of the most impactful cards in the history of the game at different eras, different prints of Garbodor. It always comes back to Garbodor have totally just swung the meta on its head in big ways. And I think that's awesome. It's like, oh, really? You thought I was nothing? And here I'm going to rune change, make you buy these cards, affect your game, and everything you can consider about it. So that's my case for the one TCG representative at this table.
Well, we do have Gigantamax Garbodor on the list.
I remember hearing that conversation, and I think the Gigantamax is cool. I like this a lot more, obviously, because then it kind of leans into the kind of menacing, more characteristic poison aspect just by being that, I don't know, monstrous.
Yeah, monstrosity. I mean, it's got a toy building and a large toy cruise ship and a toy plane in it.
And I don't think I was conscious of those being toys until you said that. I guess it has the crank, so maybe I just didn't notice. I'm seeing that picture. Yeah, that's clearly a little wind up crank. I thought at some point this was supposed to be massive.
Yeah, it is. It is weird because it's Gigantamax. Dude, they could have put like a war helicopter in there and stuff, but they went with the toys.
That would be cool. That would be cool. But again, they're throwing stuff at something that I think was already pretty perfect.
Yeah.
I would say this goes above the Gigantamax.
I think
where did that land?
That's 600 and something, so he's not giving you much there.
Okay, so
687. Yeah. I didn't put a ceiling on it. I put a floor.
I
know. I mean, oh gosh.
Where would you put it, Michael, if this was your list?
I have a ranking of my favorite Pokemon, and this is my 6th favorite, but I understand that is wildly high for you guys. I love the Cubfu love up here. But yeah, for me, this is definitely like I just said it. This is in the top 1% of the 1% for me. So I'd love to be in the top chunk of ours. If I'm gonna make a case for something in the top 100 of the ones you gave me, I like this more than all the others combined.
Strong words.
Strong words, right? Well, when I saw Garbodor and Zoroark, I was like, this list is stacked, and Hisui and Zoroark still cool. That again, remember when I yielded to your love for that Pokemon that I would put in the bottom half, and then we got it at 11, and now I've got one that you might in the bottom half. I don't know. It sounds like Chris would maybe consider him higher. Yeah, and so if you guys were up at 11, I'm only one person. I feel like I at least get double digits.
All right, I'm gonna throw some names at you. See how you feel, how you react, Michael. Yeah. We got Pidgeot,
which is not as good as Pidgeotto, but definitely worse than Garbodor. Yeah, I know you like Superior. I just need to find one that I really am offended by in this list and try to.
Ampharos.
You put is Swampert above Mega Swampert, or is that higher?
That's a problem.
I'm scared to scroll up.
It's way lower, and I'm with you, Michael.
Well, I would love to help you out and put it above Mega Swampert.
I'm the Mega Swampert defender here. So.
I would love to bump Typhlosion and Garbodor above Lunala. But below Espeon. Okay, so I misspoke earlier. Butterfree was 4th. I said it was my 3rd. I go Espeon 3rd favorite. Top 5: Shuckle, Scizor, Espeon, Butterfree, Scyther, Garbodor. So I would. Espeon's a fine ceiling for me. If I can even get it close to that, you guys stop me where you want me. Typhlosion, is that your ceiling? Do we have to go below that? What does Chris think?
Man, I don't know. Maybe above Golurk. Definitely above Tyranitar, that'll make Ryan mad.
Okay. I mean, Licking Tongue, if we're talking freaks, like Garbodor's cooler.
Above Pachirisu.
I don't know about that one.
I love Pachirisu, and I love I watched that finals that was discussed on the episode when Pachirisu won Worlds, and tip my cap. But yeah, I like this more than Pachirisu.
This is just going to be Chris and I stabbing each other back and forth.
Oh yeah, I need to remember. Okay, Mega Swampert. Let's go back there.
I'd say below Leafeon, above Mimikyu.
Cool with that.
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
No shade to Mimikyu, who's awesome.
Yeah.
But most people just wouldn't have guessed Garbodor in the top 100, and I know there's still a lot less to go, but this makes me think that he's got a shot at staying up there. I love you, buddy. Great job.
Garbodor, a new 79. Fantastic work. Name origins, guys. Garbodor.
Wait.
No.
Don't tell me.
Maybe a combination of garbage and odor.
Oh, no way. And I think that's great naming. Like,
it's good.
It's a layup, but like they nailed it. That's a great name.
Yeah, they don't have the word Luchador in there. I think it looks like a Luchador.
I feel like people say Garbodor more. I say Garbodor, but I think it's Garbodor.
I've always said
Oh, that's true.
I never put the luchador connection until this podcast, Chris. I never saw that until you said something, but I see it now, but it never clicked to me beforehand.
Yeah, I never thought that. I've also never wanted to hug trash before. I'm still just praising this. I know we already put him on the list, but let's say some people call me, if you remember the show Monk, I've been characterized as a germaphobe. I feel like there's some obsessive compulsive tendencies. I'm a clean freak. I would hug trash for you.
The Japanese name is Dust Das.
That's way worse.
May be a combination of dust, which is trash, refuse, and dasu, to take out.
Okay, now I'm back. Now that you've defined it, and it's not just a sound, I'm in. It's no white marsh.
Yeah.
But...
No, but it is good. All right, Garbodor 79. Not what I would have guessed before recording.
Yeah. Did you have any inkling, Chris, when I told you that one of the ones on the list was one I wanted to bring? Okay, but would you have even suspected it was Garbodor?
No, I never would have thought it was Garbodor.
Oh, he's the man. He's so great.
Next up, we've got Zebstrika.
Why is this not going? There we go.
Who is, a horse.
Whoa, bro! You
horse.
You even did the wrong animal. You're triggering me. Is that really where your argument ends?
No.
Okay.
It's not. I just wanted to trigger.
Oh, okay. Because I looked at this list and I was like, there are 3 that I think are really cool. Like, I'm, definitely top halfers for me. It was Garbodor, Absol, Zebstrika, and everything else I'd be less excited about. I mean, Zebstrika was last of those 3. Like, I just think the design, I remember being so excited seeing the Blitzel evolution. I was just really hyped for that generation in general, more than I actually enjoyed it. And this was one of the designs, even like I remember being excited for Bofalant and just these weird exciting creatures. But a lightning zebra, that's such a cool concept, and it's so fast. Like, you say that name, that could be a band name or something cool. It could be like
Electronica. Yeah, no, it's a cool Pokemon, but as far as electric types in Gen 5 go,
Galvantula,
yeah.
I held my tongue earlier when we scrolled by Ariados, and I was gonna say the best spider Pokemon we've got, but now that's out there. Sorry, Chris. Please continue.
Even as far as like the 2-stage electric types that they like to do, I think this is maybe like second or third best. I think I like Boltund more, but that's probably the only one.
Oh, how am I forgetting our corgi's name?
Yamper.
Yamper. Yeah, Yamper is better. He's high, right?
Yamper's in top 100.
Okay.
And I would also put Ampharos and Flaffy. Oh, well, that's a 3-stager, but like that's above that. That's above this in my mind.
Again, we're a Gen 2 family, right?
Yeah, of course. And what's the Gen 4 electric dog that you can get really early?
Oh yeah, you're right. Luxray is really
Luxray?
good. I might put Luxray above this.
Yeah, I think I put Luxray above this. But this is still roughly a top half Pokemon for me.
Yeah, I certainly like it less than Yamper. I like it actually more than Boltund, but I like it less than where you have Boltund on this list. So I could go closer to the middle, but I would vote top half.
Okay, so here's what I'm looking at. Manectric is at 336. I like this more than Manectric.
Ooh, Manectric is cool though. I guess Lightning Zebra sounds good. There is something so, I don't know, regal about this Zebstrika pose that you've got in front of us.
Where do we have Mega Manectric? Do we have Mega Manectric? Can we rank that?
Oh, we do at 649.
Eat shit, Mega Manectric. That feels harsh.
It does.
No, well, actually, I'm fine with it. I like normal Manectric a lot more.
Okay, so I was looking at better than Manectric for me, I think, and then worse than Luxray. I think we all agreed. Who is a 269? So we got kind of a range there.
Oh yeah. So that's like top third.
Yeah.
That,
yeah,
I
between...
mean, if if I had to guess, that's probably what I would think, like right about top third.
Oh, I didn't
I'm
even.
just thinking holistically, not looking at the names.
Yeah, I didn't even notice, but right below Luxray is Blitzel.
Oh, really? Wait, okay. I feel like this has to go above Blitzel.
I mean, that
Blitzel's
sounds
cool
like a
too.
perfect spot to me.
Yeah, right between Luxray and Blitzel sounds great.
Yeah.
Even if that's above Flaffy, Ampharos got their due.
Blitzel has also gotten a few cards that are cool, but one really cool one, or sorry, what are we talking? Zebstrika, that I felt that was like a really thematically well done card, in that it had the ability Sprint that was just discard your hand and draw 4 cards. And 4 cards isn't a lot, and discarding your hand can be very punishing, but it was like, I don't know, for a very fast electric Zebra, it's like you would decks that needed to at all costs go fast and try to dig through cards would play Zebstrika and use this sprint ability over and over.
So you know what I just kind of noticed? I really think it's the tiniest little thing, but pops the design really well is the little bit of eyelashes. The 3 little prongs.
Yes, it's so cool. This is a rock star. I mean, it's a rock star design.
Yeah.
I would be fighting harder if I used it.
And
in the video game, but I've used it as the card, and it's a great cube. My favorite type of card game is drafting of a cube, and Zebstrika is a great line to include.
All right, we've got some trivia. Zebstrika shares its category with Blank. They are both known as the Thunderbolt Pokemon.
I feel like it's a bait to say Thunderous. It's probably like Raichu. It's probably like Raichu. Oh.
Electron?
Gen 4 Pokemon.
Luxray?
Nope. That was an addition to an evolutionary line.
Oh, Electivire.
Electivire. Yeah.
Does it have an R on that?
Thunderbolt. Yes, but it's all I's. Not at the very end. Electivire and then E after the R.
Okay. I didn't know if it was Electivire or not, but yeah, Electivire sounds right. Okay, that's cool. Thunderbolt Pokemon.
Yeah, very appropriate name. Zebstrika 270. Great job racing into the top chunk of this list. Ooh. Next up, we've got, even at 10 o'clock at night, holding it together, we've got Levani. Levani?
Levani?
Yeah.
Leavani? I say now I can't imagine what I said until you both said it. Yeah, I feel like I said it more like Leaf, like Leavani.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I adore the first stage of this evolutionary line, mostly because of the naming convention. I think Sawaddle is one of the best names in Pokemon. It's so good. But
oh yeah, you don't want to bang Leavani, right? I thought that's what you were gonna say.
No.
Okay.
No.
It might like eat your head afterward or something. So is that a praying mantis thing? I don't know. I feel like I've heard. that.
Yeah, I guess this is praying mantis. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they do.
Well, actually, Levani has the characteristics of several insects. Primarily, it appears to be based on a bipedal Felidae, but like its pre-evolved forms, it may also be based on the silver-spotted skipper and weaver ants or leaf-cutter ants. It also shares some characteristics with a praying mantis. Its leafy dress, collar, and paned sleeve arms may be based on fashion in the early 1600s.
That makes me like it more. I like the fashion, but I feel like there's like 6 other like bug things that look like this that are better for some reason. Maybe I'm just thinking of. I like the other previous evolutions in the chain more than this.
Wow. The name origin is probably much more supposed to be like Livani, because it's a combination of leaves and nanny.
Oh, it's a nanny. Okay.
Like babysit? I like the Japanese name a lot more, which is Hahakomori, which may be a combination of ha, leaf, haha, mother, and komori, babysitting.
Okay. It's funny. If you ever want to appeal to my empathy, just read more, tell me more about the Pokemon, because maybe it's just in familiarity, like a lack thereof, I just struggle to create an attachment.
Rico learns
now,
3 facts.
yeah, and now it's like, oh, there's a personality here. Like, wait, this could be a nanny for like the little baby evolutions I like. It's got this cool fashion. Suddenly, I love it.
Have we done? I know we've done Sawaddle. Have we done Swadloon?
I don't think so.
What about like Lurantis and Serena? And I feel like there's a lot of things that look like
I think
this.
we've done Lurantis. Yeah, Lurantis is at 537. Sawaddle's at 529.
I would go below Sawaddle.
Zarina is 504. I would also go below Sawaddle.
Yeah, I think Jumpluff is far superior if we're talking small grass things, but that's pretty far down there.
Yeah, I think I like this more than Jumpluff. Yeah, I'm just not a big Jumpluff guy. But I will say, I agree below Swaddle.
What about Dustox?
I like it more than Dustox.
Yeah, I'd go with Dustox.
Okay. More than Beautifly?
I don't know. I could go either way.
I mean, Scolipede. I feel like coolness of Scolipede wins over cuteness of this. I don't know if you don't. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not passionate about this.
Scolipede. Which Flabebe? What's Flabebe again?
Flabebe.
5629. Below Flabebe, above Tepig would be my call out.
Oh. Okay. Oh, Tauros is war crime territory. Yeah. But I got my cake in the last round, so that sounds great. You guys you're killing it. Crushing. Great podcast. Tight. Super cool. Super chill guy over here. That's me. I'm Mike. I'm super chill. How's it going? Thanks for letting me on.
Thanks for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome.
Leave Annie. Gotta stick that in my memory bank. New 630. Great job. We already went through some trivia. And you know what? Who doesn't like a good mother?
And what did Annie do to you, Ryan, that you're telling everyone to leave her?
She left. Just telling everyone about it.
Oh, you're okay. Gotcha.
I'm just the news boy. Next up, we've got Timber.
It's going down.
We're yelling Timber.
We're yelling Timber. Why it is going down the list?
Yeah, I mean,
about Timber.
The problem with this is the same problem with its evolutions. It's got like big pink veins popping out of it.
Yeah, it's really gross. Does. And it's holding a big long piece of wood. I'll give it. I think this is my favorite of the three in the line. But before I even consider where they are in the list, this is one that I'd be more than happy to provide a Voltorb boost with. This is my least favorite of the ones you have given me for this week.
I know the other ones are both quite low.
Yeah, we've got Conkeldurr at 819 and Gurdurr at 787. So if we're gonna go below Voltorb, we will be going between those, I think. But because somehow Voltorb is below Gurdurr, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, Gurdurr, like that. If okay, so I make a lot of random lists, and I feel like it's been like I started my Pokemon list assuming I would do all of them, and never got around to it. But I do want to make my own full ranking at some point. And I feel like Gurdurr just could genuinely be the bottom one for me. Not a good line.
No, not a good line.
Yeah, not great.
Is there like attempt to redo the Machop line? And I'm not even a big like fan of that line, honestly, the Machamp, but they unquestionably did a worse job.
Yeah.
So certainly we got to go below Zarude and Hypno. Sorry, Hypno, by the way. It does feel a little harsh, but I can't. I would go way below Cloyster. Even if we just add a couple spaces, it can be 807, but we just put some like spaces in there.
Blogumi at 813.
I mean, Venomoth at 814.
And I remember now this discussion's from previous episodes. It's crazy how petty I am that I want to have the discussion of the ranking of the Reggies, given that the three of them are all next to each other. Like, that's too petty to even bring that up. But yeah, I can go back below Magmortar. I like him more than you guys, and that's above Conkeldurr. I feel like I'm getting dumber saying these names. I'm struggling.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that.
I'd go below Nidorino because that's the last name on my page, but Conkeldurr, yeah, let's push him down. 819 is fine with me.
All right. Timber, a new 819. Even if you have interesting facts, I don't want to know them. Next up, we've got Alolan Raticate.
Can I do the thing where I talk about a different Pokemon one more time?
Yeah.
I dunked on Drizzile to save some Pokemon I liked last time, and that's if I have a claim to fame on the show, is I affected the top 3 and the bottom 3 in one episode, and I'm happy to see that he's working his way up. He actually is defining the Pokemon TCG meta right now, Drizzile and Inteleon, but the Drizzile itself has a lot of utility. So I'm glad to see that he's moved up a little.
I think this is much worse than Alolan Rattata.
Yeah.
Okay. I like the rats more than you guys in general, but I think the Alolan forms are worse. Where are
Raticate's at 556. Regular Raticate.
Ooh, I would Raticate's a top halfer for me. This one I could see being in the bottom half. This Alolan version. Are you guys thinking like 800s again, or are you thinking it's just in the bottom half?
Definitely bottom half. I don't know if it's quite that low. I don't know if it's 800s low.
Okay, because I could see it closer to the middle. It's
Rattata's at 709, and I think I like this less than OG Rattata.
Same, but Rattata at 709. These OG normal bros. We got Tauros, Rattata, and Porygon. These are the names they will read off before they, walk you into your prison cell as they're listing the crimes you are guilty of before you go to the guillotine, before Pinsir decapitates you. But yeah, if you want to go below Rattata just so Rattata can get a boost, I mean, that's the way to convince me. Sure. I like that they kind of got like this weird mobster feel with their Alolan forms.
Well, the thing I love about Alolan Rattata so much is the mustache.
Yeah.
And they just get rid of the mustache with Alolan Raticate.
That's a fair argument. I think he'd be cooler with that.
Yeah, I like him like directly below Rattata there. Still above Cacnea, Ducklet.
Ducklet done dirty.
Fearow there. Yeah, I'm okay with right there. That's fine.
Yeah. Lower than I would probably go, but I get it, guys. He's just a dark rat with like cheeks.
Look, he did it, everybody. It's not just us.
Yeah.
Alolan Raticate appears to be based on the black rat, brown rat, or Polynesian rat, all of which are invasive species in Hawaii. Their attacks on sugarcane fields caused the locals to import the small Indian mongoose into Hawaii as a form of pest control, explaining the relationship between young goose gumshoes and Rattata Raticate.
That's super cool.
Behavior, ability to command groups of Rattata to steal. Hostile relationships with the detective-inspired gumshoes are reminiscent of a stereotypical crime boss. has the cheek pouches similar to chipmunks and hamsters. So yeah, you're not that far off with like a crime syndicate and then a detective coming after them with
Yeah, they the cards have like moves that none of the moves on the cards rarely match the actual moves in the game, and I feel like they have some mob thing themed abilities and moves. But yeah, stop selling me on him. Now I feel bad.
And I like to rank and then sell. Michael,
Yeah,
just to play with your emotions.
You can choose to do that, like to work things in your favor. If you have one that you like more than me, just read all the facts first, and vice versa, if needed.
Good to know. I will keep that in the back pocket for the last few we have coming up.
Hey, well, you know what's in my back pocket? It's a large gun. just wanted to make that known. Keep that in mind for the end of the episode.
Okay. All right. Alolan Raticate at 710. Next up, we've got Kabuto.
A classic, one of the first fossils. One of the most interesting designs, I would say, from first gen as well.
Okay. Positive vibes. I thought I'd be walking uphill here. I like him.
Also love the sliding square puzzle you get in Gen 2 and the ruins.
Yep.
That is a Kabuto.
Yep. I have to make a conscious effort to divorce my love for Kabutops from this. I do love Kabutops, and I know he's high.
Yeah.
That just I was a dome fossil guy. I know he was framed as the Antichrist in the Twitch Plays Pokemon era. People didn't like Kabuto, but I still love him.
Yeah. Kabuto's great. Also, oddly enough, one of the few Pokemon to not immediately lead up to a Bulbapedia article when I Googled Kabuto.
Oh, does it go to the Naruto character?
No, it came up with where was it? It's some ad for Atera.com. MSPs are moving to Atera, fixed costs, unlimited devices.
Okay, wait, hold on. Is that this is important. Is that a Google sponsored ad, or is that the genuine first hit?
The genuine first hit is the Bulbapedia article.
Okay, same for me. I didn't know if like Google had that algorithm. But third link, I've got the Naruto character. So I'm happy to see that this is above Naruto.
Yeah, even as a Naruto stan, I'm happy to see that.
Naruto's my second link, and then Kabuto Sushi.
That's my second link, is the Kabuto Edomai Sushi.
Guys, how hard would we go out for sushi after this if we lived around each other? Like that'd be the only way to christen this evening.
So hard. Yeah. Weird that the sushi place is further down the list for you, Chris, when I'm assuming you're the closest one to it since it's in Vegas.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, are you near Holden? I know Ryan saw Holden. I was just
as far as the large Western states go, he's
yeah. Okay, I'm in Arizona.
Gotcha. Oh, gotcha. So, go.
I was gonna say, as far as like first stage fossil Pokemon, I'm trying to think of one that I like more. I don't know if I do like any of the other first stage ones more.
Yeah, I would agree. This is my favorite first stage fossil.
Yeah, I am excited to hear you guys like this. I can only impact the ones we bring, and this is my fourth favorite after those three I listened. I like this more than Galarian Weezing. I know we put him in the top half.
Yeah, I don't think it quite makes like top 100, but I think it's in like probably top 200 for me.
Oh, I could see. I'd be thrilled about that. I mean, that's even pushing my barrier. I thought I was gonna be the one pulling for him. That's great. I feel like he's so like genuinely a fossil and looks like I don't know, as primal as that idea could be of this is, but also somehow cute, right? Like I could even see an archaeologist digging this guy up, but also I want to hug him.
Even with the eyes that are just like these pits of red, like it's still got a cuteness to it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Let's see. So we've got Aurorus at 142. It's a fossil. That's with the evolved form of the like plussy, basically.
Oh yeah. I was gonna throw throw out Dwebble at 126 as a comparison.
Oh, Dwebble made it that high. I like Dwebble too, though.
Yeah, I do like Dwebble a lot. Like Meryl. Oh, I love Scrafty. I feel like I want to go below Scrafty.
Oh, I love Sneasel. Jolteon was below Leafeon this whole time. Oh, Jolteon's the second best EV evolution, maybe third. I could certainly go below Trevenant and Talonflame and Charmeleon. Okay, so I'm the naysayer on Kabuto apparently. Again, okay, but even if I detach, I'm definitely saying top half. I'm like, if I just think of Kabuto on a map of my scale of Pokemon, it'd probably be maybe top quarter. So like, yeah, we can stay in the 100s. I'm happy going below Scrafty, Sneasel, Jolteon for sure. Would love to go below Trevenant.
I think we can go below Hoopa at 151, but above Beware at 153.
Oh, look at that! You give me some. You give a little to me. You take a little from me. I see how it is.
I remember that I'm with Chris on the Beware situation.
Terrible Pokemon.
Yeah, I think Hoopa's cool. I think Salazzle's cool. Beware's terrible. He'll hug you so hard he'll rip you in half.
Yeah,
super fun. I want someone to love me like that.
How about right below Beware, above Galarian Zapdos?
It's kind of weird to you guys really don't like the Bulbasaur line as much as general population. It's weird to throw Kabuto above Venusaur.
I don't know that it's weird.
It is weird, but I approve.
Gyarados, that's a fair call out.
I mean, if we're I'm even if I'm just thinking all in that generation, like
what are we doing with Gyarados below Beware?
Hey, it's your podcast, guys. I don't know what motion to move Gyarados above Beware. I will second, third, and fourth it. I'd like to play my Omega chip and activate the 10-point bump for Gyarados. That's fine. I approve. You make the rules.
I'm okay going below Gyarados. I'm okay going below Sharpedo as well. The OG Fat Pikachu, I could also go down below.
Wait, was Fat Pikachu specifically different? Did somebody bring that?
We're ranking it's just one ranking. I just put Fat Pikachu there because I prefer the original fat design.
Okay. I feel like I don't remember that being clarified as a different Pokemon, but yeah, I like the original Fat Pikachu. So that is just the one Pikachu ranking.
It's just Pikachu, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. If you want to go below there, that feels good.
What about Forretress? I'm okay with that.
I love Forretress, but I think Kabuto could beat it out. I could be convinced.
Brian?
I'd be okay with between Pikachu and Forretress. Yeah.
Gigantamax Meowth is silly.
It's just the long cat meme. I love that.
It's funny. I'll give you that. Farfetch'd, little low. That's like top 25, but all right.
All right, Kabuto, a new 168. Great job. You're adorable and menacing. A hard move to pull off.
True.
Next up, we've got Tyrogue.
I'm not into it.
It's not doing it for me. No, I'm not into it.
I feel like I should like him more. I love the Hitmons.
Right. Yeah.
And we're Gen 2 people. But
yeah,
something about him. Maybe if it was just the head. Maybe if he had no body.
I think if the pose was different. I'm not a big fan of that pose.
Well, this is just the pose that Chris brought up. I don't think he is fixed in this constantly.
I think
he's always in that pose.
Ready to grapple.
Yeah, okay. See, I scrolled down on Bulbapedia. I see like a picture of him standing up, and I like that a little bit better. But like, this is the picture you see when you check, like the Pokedex. This is the magazine cover. This is the picture that someone, maybe not Tyrogue, but someone chose to represent Tyrogues.
Sure. Yeah.
And like, it's not doing a good job of selling me on Tyrogue.
I completely understand. I feel like he is it sounds like a bottom halfer from the initial reaction.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. There's something that bugs me about it. Like, I think Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan and Hitmontop are all very cool, and this is the same gen where they added Hitmontop, and it's like, oh cool, another form for the Hitmons, and it's my favorite form of those. But then like Tyrogue's just like it's another one of those unnecessary baby Pokemon where I think don't you have to build friendship right to evolve it into any of them, or is that just Hitmontop?
No, it is based on their stats.
Yeah. So Hitmontop's the hard one to get.
Hitmontop is the hard one to get. Yeah. So if attack is higher than defense, you get Hitmonlee. If defense is higher than attack, you get Hitmonchan. And attack and defense have to be equal to get Hitmontop.
Yeah, that's a pain in the butt.
And so I don't know. That's a interesting idea. I'll grant them that. And it is a very difficult needle to thread to make a thing that can evolve into 3 humanoid fighting Pokemon. So I don't think it's egregiously offensive, but like I really feel like I should like him more, and I don't. And so that's telling that he's bottom half for me.
Yeah, I think I agree. Like obviously the obvious comparisons are the Hitmons, but I think he goes below all of those. I mean, actually, you only have Hitmonlee and Hitmontop right now. Our lowest is Hitmontop at 350, which is top half, which I don't think this goes there.
No, I will say I rather like the shiny of Tyrogue. I've never seen it before. The pink is a gray, and the boxer shorts and shoes are a nice blue. It's a good color combo.
Chris loves his blue.
It's true. It's true. I don't know what to even compare this to.
Mienfoo is cooler, right?
Oh yeah.
I feel like that's low hanging fruit. So again, there's 900 about total on this list. Are we thinking at least in the 600s before we look at names? Does that feel right? I'm not trying to drag him harder than you are.
No, I think 600s is probably good.
Yeah.
And
that
if we
feels
start,
pretty right.
If we get into 700s, then I could always be convinced to go below Voltorb.
We got to start at
Machop
at 633. I think
I like Machop more. Whatever we ranked that was close to Machop, it was Leavanny. I almost said, can we go below Machop? But I was banking my chips, and I thought I had already spent too much for something I didn't care about.
I would agree below Machop, but I think that is a hard ceiling. I don't think we can at all go above that.
Yeah, I like Linoon, Grumpig, Weepinbell, all more. Emboar gets a bad rap, but
deservedly.
Tauros, war crime, below Tauros.
Goodra, war crime, below Goodra.
I'm just gonna start screaming. I'm gonna go down in history as the first contestant to brandish a firearm on the which I apparently have in my back pocket. I mean, Uxie.
Magnum.
I think Uxie. I like all the Lake Trio more. Did Uxie get the bottom of your guys' Lake Trio ranking?
Oh, Azelf is lower.
Yeah.
Oh, Azelf. Mesprit's my bottom.
Oh, Mesprit's right below Azelf. Yeah, 668. Oh, nice.
You guys are crushing it, except for where they are. You guys did the right order, but just in the wrong spot. I like Tyrogue less than Cast Form.
Who, Meditite?
Oh, that's a... Shut it, bro! Again, it was a boner joke or something, right?
Yeah. Yes, it was.
It's awesome. Yeah, okay. Doug Trio, right? Doug Trio. It's just 3 boners. Okay, I get it. Below Doug Trio. Oh my gosh.
I would say this is better than Silvally at 689.
Yeah, I like it. I like it more than Umfazon.
I could go. Yeah, I'd go above Unfezant and below the superior spider Pokemon Ariados.
Okay, here's my problem with Ariados. There's no good bug moves in Gen 2, and I've never used it outside of Gen 2, so it's never been really viable in a combat sense for me because it never has a move set that can be utilized well for its typing.
So do you think like you'll only love your children based on like how good they are at sports and fighting?
It doesn't have to be sports or fighting, but they got to be good at something.
Damn.
I don't care if they're really good at taking out the trash on time, right? They got to.
What if they just love you back and try their best and are beautiful arachnids?
No. Well, I'm arachnophobic to start. So.
What? You're a Galvantulas then.
I know. Well, they only have 6.
Choose a brand. Pick a lane. I'm walking here. I don't know if that's relevant. Sure. I think we nailed it, guys.
Tyro Gnu 688. Great job, but not really, because you're definitely the weakest of the line. That does it for our random list of 20. Michael, of course, gets to bring a Pokemon to rank.
Yeah. Wait, do you know, Ryan? Ryan knows.
He does know.
Oh, okay.
But
I asked him for permission because I did not know if he could handle it.
No, we can be brief, we can be cordial, no firearms need be brandished. But I have one favorite Pokemon. I've come here and we've discussed a new bunch, much like my hero who I wanted to grow up to be, Ash Ketchum. He never gave up, left behind, swapped out his true companion, a Pikachu, and I could not do the same. I had to act accordingly with my favorite Pokemon, which is Shuckle. And even if we just get to get his name up in lights one more time, that'll be enough for me. There's just so much
the seatbelt. It's adorable.
Is it a train or airplane that he's on right here?
I think it's an airplane, I would say.
An airplane. Shuckle flying in a seatbelt. Yeah, the memes don't fuck with Shuckle. The capacity to put out the highest damage output in the game, again, because Ryan only loves you based on your performance these days, Pokemon. So I've said it earlier. I really appreciate the top 4 you've got going, and it's okay if Shuckle can't crack that. But from a pure mathematical scientific perspective, if there are 2 of us on here whose favorite Pokemon is Shuckle and one who is Galvantula, it feels like it should move up one spot above.
I never said Galvantula is my favorite.
Okay, is it your
even
favorite?
Better?
It's your highest rated, like most loved Pokemon on this list. I guess Cyndaquil would be the other option.
No, Typhlosion's my favorite, and he's sitting at number 70. So if we want to work out some kind of swapping,
I feel like I tried this last time and got shut down. But again, it's your podcast. I say bring Typhlosion and Shuckle right above Mewtwo. Make a little, and if you have to throw somebody else back to 70, make it Mega Charizard. But yeah, I love again. We are it feels more appropriate. We've said it once, we said it 1,000 times. This is a Gen 2 podcast, right, guys?
Right. Yeah.
One of Shuckle and Galvantula and Mega Charizard and all these top 7 for that matter are Gen 2, and that's Shuckle, and I love him, and I'm proud of him.
He is the best Pokemon. It's true.
Yeah.
Undeniable.
I would deny it.
So unique. Just unique in more than just the design, just the insane like stat disparity he had starting off forced me to think differently about combat and put some moves that didn't need offensive stats on him. And for a young Pokemon trainer, normally all you want to do is use Ice Beam and Ember and things that hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he could take Mewtwo in a fight, undeniably. So,
yeah, if we just want to go to the numbers, I feel like all our bases are covered with Shuckle. And Ryan, please tell me what you love about Galvantula, because I think Galvantula is great. I feel like 6 is rather high. And if I could cite my source, bring my evidence. Just mere seconds ago, you said Galvantula is not my favorite Pokemon.
No, but it's probably top 3 for me.
Okay. And we have 2 hosts who have said that Shuckle is the best Pokemon.
Okay,
So
but I can't get my
like
favorite into the top 10.
Well, you got to find somebody to fight with you.
Yeah, the diplomacy. This is how the world works. It's all about who you know, and I'm sorry for that.
When I found someone to fight with me, I got Galvantula 6.
That's awesome.
True.
I applaud you. And so I had, and so there's an economy to this podcast. You're bringing on leverage. The one piece of currency I have, my power, is this one selection I get, and so I used all my resources. I'm doubling down into Shuckle, and so that currency should translate into some progress by the rules you define on the show. If you want to have me back and you get to bring a Pokemon, you bring Typhlosion. I like Typhlosion. I would get him a lot higher than 70. But I can't do that now unless you're willing to allow it. And I'm just saying, if we're only dealing with Shuckle, it seems like a no-brainer to move it above Galvantula. Just as when you had somebody who liked Galvantula, it seemed like a no-brainer to move him above Shuckle.
You know, Ryan, we have talked about, maybe a final episode, me and you picking the Pokemon that we want to move up and having some very intelligent special guests on to help us mediate that. It sounds like one of them is maybe making a deal with you right now.
You need a jury. I'll stand up and object for you. I'll testify to Typhlosion's great. I got a lot of history with Typhlosion.
That thought has definitely crossed my mind, Chris. I have to maintain my stance that Shuckle this high is crazy.
Why is it
in the
crazy?
face of all odds?
Look at these top 5. We've got jocks. We've got performers. We've got people who have grown up. We've got a very privileged top 5. Mewtwo, I'm sure he had a hard time beating anything in battle ever, being any favorite, selling merch. Do you think Mewtwo, like, just with what he was given, and I've said it once, I said it again, Pokemon is about forming a bond with someone. I love seeing Galvantula on the top list. I would even love it more if it was Baltic, maybe. I love that you found an attachment with a non-stereotypical favorite and you made it rise the ranks. And I'm just trying to do that with Shuckle because that's what Pokemon's about for me. Not performance in the game, but these things that I love. Maybe too much based on the robust dialogue that has occurred here. But yeah, Shuckle's a good one. So Chris is swapping him.
So where do you want it?
So I truly feel like Galvantula is a no-brainer, and I'm just doubling down on the. Like I wouldn't fight you if it was maybe normal Charizard S, but I feel like the Mega Charizard X, it is a really cool design. It's like doubling down.
With Charizard hate. I'm fine.
Okay, it's doubling down on the we need to go cooler, badder, and like lean into the kind of the antithesis of what I was just selling with Shuckle and why he's so special, and this idea of loving someone for just the friendship I've had with this piece of code in a computer somewhere.
Greninja and Decidueye are just pieces of code I happen to have fallen in love with as well. Even if they have that appearance, that's not their fault.
Fair. That's fair.
Right. And Lugia is just iconic nostalgia for me.
We're a Gen 2 family.
Yeah, we're Gen 2 family. Silver especially. Mewtwo is obviously impactful to the lore and canon and world overall in Pokemon. Yeah. But I genuinely don't have a lot of use and experience with Mewtwo. I tend not to use a lot of legendaries once I catch them.
Okay.
Because they just feel a little too OP. I could put Shuckle at 4 again.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. I mean, I'm definitely feeling it. Feels so great. I love an underdog to take down the original unstoppable legendary. I feel like I would understand the argument for Mewtwo staying above Shuckle more than Mega Charizard, but if you're willing, I certainly love Shuckle, and I know Chris likes Shuckle more than Mewtwo. And
It's true. It's true.
I wanted to grab one of the like two stuffed animals that I got from the Pokemon National Championships. I got a Rayquaza up there, but I also have Lugia. I just thought I'd bring him out since we're shouting him out and get him some time on the mic.
That's great.
I really, he's in truly great company wherever Shuckle lands. This is good until we get to like Mega Garchomp.
Now, if I may just interject a little bit here.
Please.
We have in our top 3 right now, we have a Final Evolution starter, and then a really cool legendary, and then another Final Evolution starter. Wouldn't that be more interesting if it was a Final Evolution starter, and then a legendary, and then a solo evolution?
My man, variety, yes.
Chris, every other single evolution, you're ready to throw in the recycle.
Shuckle's the best one. It's because I compare them all to Shuckle, and they're not Shuckle.
What is Pokemon about if not loyalty? I respect it, Chris.
That's a fair point, Michael.
Yeah.
Take that into evidence.
Decidueye, very cool. Shuckle, I feel like, is a sibling of mine that I've grown up.
My relationship with Shuckle is getting it and immediately putting it in a box and forgetting about it entirely.
And then creating a podcast 20 years later with new friends that created great memories conversing about said Shuckle. You know? I agree for the diversity of the top 3. I mean, I'm just talking for if you want to gain listeners, like no shade on these Pokemon you like, but you read Greninja, Lugia, Decidueye, people are falling asleep. They're like, duh, yeah, I get it. Shuckle, they're like, oh, what's this?
We got to get the hate mail, right?
Maybe I need to listen more. Let's hear. I want to be sold on this Shuckle. I'll listen. Maybe they're giving smaller Pokemon their honest due time in the spotlight. I'm intrigued. I'll subscribe and donate. This is where we're going. Yeah.
I mean, think of just the great memories that we've had on this show because of Shuckle, Ryan. The Galvantula, my anger on that episode.
Yeah. You said you like the drama. We're here for the drama. Drama sells. He's on the 2 spot. He's about to press enter. He's pressed enter.
I'm doing it and I don't like it.
There's a Shuckle written there. I love it so much. It's making me so happy.
You want to read what Shuckle's new position, Ryan?
3.
Oh, this is far more successful than I thought it'd be. I truly, it's still too short of where he'd be in my heart of hearts, but I thought it would be tougher to. I just was hoping to get it above Galvantula, just because, felt right to bring him. I would have felt wrong bringing anyone else, even Garbodor. So thanks for letting me do that. I don't know if that was frowned upon when I said that idea. I knew Chris would be in for it.
The guest gets to bring whoever they want to bring. I have no.
You should be the guest sometime. Just have Chris do like a solo episode, and you can be the special guest and bring Typhlosion. And if I happen to be in your bedroom and like, hey, I like Typhlosion. You guys mind if I sit down and podcast with you? Yeah,
just happen to be here.
Yeah, and then I happen to DDoS Chris for the remainder of the episode. Typhlosion will be great. It's fine. We got it all worked out.
Shuckle has an astounding amount of trivia.
Oh, I wonder if I know any.
Shuckle's stats have the greatest standard deviation of all Pokemon. 103.21, meaning they're the most uneven out of all Pokemon.
Because it's
due to this.
It's like highest defense, special defense, lowest attack, special attack, and speed. Is that right?
And HP is also not a high stat.
Oh yeah, HP is very low too.
It's either in the best or bottom 3 of every base stat.
That's so cool.
Shuckle has the lowest HP stat of all rock type Pokemon, with only 2 other Pokemon, Shedinja and Diglett, having a lower base HP.
Okay.
Shuckle has the lowest base attack stat of all bug and rock type Pokemon, with only 2 other Pokemon, Happiny and Chansey, tied for a lower base attack. Shuckle has the highest base defense and special defense of any Pokemon. Its defense ties with Mega Steelix and Mega Aggron, but also ties with its special defense, which dwarves the special defense. So it dwarves, granting it the highest average defense of all obtainable Pokemon. Eternamax Eternatus has a defense, special defense each at 250, but it's not legitimately obtainable. Shuckle has the lowest base special attack stat of all Pokemon, tied with Feebas, Bonsly, and Alolan Sandshrew. And Shuckle has the lowest base speed stat of all Pokemon, tied with Munchlax and Pyukumuku. By using Power Trick, Shuckle can temporarily reach a base attack stat of 230, which would be the highest of all Pokemon. Despite being weak to water-type moves and being unable to use the move Surf, it appears in the sea in Pal Park. In Gen 2, the first Shuckle holding a berry in the player's party has a 1 in 16 chance to turn it into a berry juice after each battle.
She has 20 instead of 10.
Yeah. According to Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, Shuckle was designed by Shigeki Morimoto. In Gen 2, Shuckle can learn Sweet Scent via Brit, not via TM.
It's like I'm falling in love all over again. Just hearing you spell out the stat disparity, it's just, he's so cool.
That's insane.
He doesn't need that attack. Yeah. Agent of Chaos. You wanted a Chaos type? I think it's Shuckle. Come on. Let's just... I don't care which direction these sliders are going, but we're going min-max in one direction. Nothing in between.
You know what, Michael? You may just have sold me, because that is my entire design philosophy to any From Software character creator.
Oh, yeah? There you go.
One dial all the way up, the next dial all the way down. And I keep going until I have a monstrosity on my...
Hey, well, this is a safe space for that. Shuckle welcomes you with open arms.
Just never build defensive teams. All right.
Power Trick.
Shuckle, number 3.
Woo!
Once again. Although I will say I do love the Gen 2 love of 2 Gen 2 Pokemon in top 3.
Yeah, that's a good...
And 3 in the top 10.
Yeah.
Solid. Michael, thank you for joining us again, buddy.
Thank you very much for having me. This is so fun. Truly.
Pleasure.
Yeah, sorry if I made it go longer than expected. I tend to get excited.
We don't have any time limits on this show. Is there anything you'd like to plug?
I just want to shout out Voltorb. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm on a podcast called List Wars that my friends and I do, where we rank things. It's a really unique, never thought of before idea. We debate top 5 lists, and we come out irregularly at best, but we have a couple episodes in the pipe. I think we did top 5 Batman movies and top 5 corporate lingo. So those are just some random episodes of people arguing about sometimes very menial things and sometimes talking about movies. Yeah.
Great. Well, everybody go check out List Wars. I'm sure I need more times to listen to more podcasts.
No, I get that too, because there's something so magical about, like, we all have some association because of a podcast Discord, and there'll always be like a common interest, but I'm always rooting for all the people that like came from the Min-Max Discord that have now started their own things, and it's just fun to make things, and I like creating more than consuming. And it'll be very cyclical. I'll listen to like 10 episodes of Draft Punks and like 10 of the Gotta Rank 'em All, and then maybe there's months where I don't touch it, and that's fine. I totally understand you. There's no pressure. There's so many good podcasts out there. Mine is long and rambling and not going to give you any information. It is a time filler if you have time, so don't spend any on it if you don't. That's fine.
No, I'll check it out. I promise, Michael. At some point, at the very least, it's not off my subscribe list. There's not enough time in the day.
Yeah, I get it. There's a sexiest Pokemon episode, but it's just Gen 1 because my friends are fake ass gamers.
Terrible. Chris, anything to plug?
Yeah, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe button's right below. You should have already clicked it, goddammit. And if you are listening to this on your favorite podcast app, we will have the YouTube channel linked below.
Yeah, and check out our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Blunkers. A lot of streams, a lot of nights of the week. I sometimes play Pokemon on Tuesdays. Life has been weird and busy lately, and I have not been on that schedule. And I've also been having some real issues with the emulator for 3DS for Ultra Sun. So we may just have to skip up to Sword and Shield, potentially. I got to do some more testing. And then which Final Fantasy are we on right now, Chris, for the Freaks of Final Fantasy on Wednesdays?
Final Fantasy Worlds.
All right. And is that the Creature Collector one?
Yes, Creature Collector.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's poignant for Pokemon, at least.
I've never heard of that Final Fantasy.
How is it? Are you liking that Final Fantasy, Chris?
Yeah, I'm liking it all right. I think it's actually called World of Final Fantasy, not Final Fantasy World, now that I think about it. But yeah, it's pretty fun. It's a little, I don't know, messy. But it's a good time.
Coming up. Sometimes wasted streams happen on Saturdays. I don't know. I know Tom and Tyler have both been Tom didn't get home till like 10 o'clock one night this week. Work's been killing both of them. And always something on Sunday. Who knows what we'll be playing? It's always something co-op. It's been a lot of things lately. We tried that Vampire Masquerade Blood Hunt. That was a good time. Not necessarily a great time, but I'd play it again. Not my favorite battle royale though. I can't believe Fortnite's my favorite battle royale.
Really?
That's the only one I've played consistently.
Have you been playing no builds? I think no builds is a lot of fun. It reminds me of like when PUBG came out. I don't know. Yeah. Fortnite's good. I just got outscaled by the people who are good at building. And I was at once good at building, but couldn't keep it up.
Well, you should play some Fortnite together, Michael.
Yeah, I would love to. The no builds is like my gateway back in.
Yeah, no build's been great. Yeah, so thank you everybody for joining us as we continue finalizing the most important decisions of our lives. We will reconvene in 2 weeks. I hope you are well until then. And remember, don't fuckle with Shuckle.
Hey! We got him, Chris. One of us. Gotta rank 'em all. Pokemon.